Yeah, my dog is lost. I'm hoping he'll respond to the noise. All right. We got to take a short break, Robin, and when we come back, I'll tell you everything that's going on, and we'll take some phone calls. I have a million things to do today, actually. I have to, you know what? I just want to, you'll give me all the FME categories, and I'll just finish them. You know what I mean?
Did you hear the big news about Dallas?
Oh, he's such a dick.
Why is he?
I haven't said anything.
I was taking a break, and then I was going to come back and announce to Robin.
Well, I haven't said anything.
Yes, you did. You did say
just ruined
something.
It. You implied that there's something going on in Dallas.
Well, I wasn't sure that you knew, and I thought it would be exciting to tell you on the air.
You screw me up, ba-ba-booey.
But in the meantime, if I didn't say anything, you're a dick.
Ba-ba-booey.
You are a dick.
Ba-ba-booey.
A dick is 606.
You ain't got no brain at all. Ba-booey.
Now, Howard, what would happen?
Tell me off the air.
What would happen if I then you would say, why didn't you say that on the air?
No, you could bring up a topic, and then if I say good, then you tell me on the air.
Sometimes you want to hear the things on the air because it's more exciting.
No. No, I don't. All right. Very good. Okay. You can't read my mind at all.
I'm getting better.
You can't read
your
my
mind like the blind.
Yeah. He needs a braille book. You cannot read my mind, pal. Feel my face. Maybe you'll accidentally feel my mind in there. All right. Very good. Papa Fui, you're looking fabulous today. All right. When we come back, I'll explain.
Why? He's so excited.
I was going to play it a different way, but Papa Fui did. Papa Fui ended that routine for me.
Blew it.
I was going to do it in an unusual way, but...
Well, try the unusual way.
Well, it's not going to work now.
It won't work.
No.
Well, I just wanted him to know that you knew and you had this all planned out.
Yeah.
You're right.
In fact, on the top of my briefcase is the same thing that he just handed me. All right. Hey, anyway, thank you. All right, listen, let me take a break. That's all right. I'm a man of a million ideas. I come up with something else. No big deal.
Many ideas as you knock down, Gary.
That's right, Gary. I'll come up with something else. I consider you a challenge. I'm going to take a little break, and then when we come back...
There should be a little star on the rating so that, it says like a little star, ratings with Baba Booey, because I drag you down.
Yeah. Okay. Why don't we take a break, and then we'll be back right after these words. But I like that.
Could be Dinosaur Jr.
Dinosaur Jr.?
Boy, these are all bands I don't know.
I don't know Dinosaur Jr. either, so I'm with you on that one.
Ooh.
That sounds pretty good, though. Dinosaur Jr. I'd like to hear the rest of that song. Do I have that song?
Not handy, no.
That's not classic rock?
Hardly. Not this classic.
Yeah, but it's a dinosaur. That's pretty classic.
Dinosaur Jr.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, it's old. Dinosaurs are old.
Gotta be classic.
Yeah. That's a cool song. I wonder where it goes.
I wonder what it's all about.
Well, sometimes songs start out real cool, and then they suck.
Yeah.
Yeah, they come up with really good beginnings, and then when the guy starts singing, it gets all wimpy. They don't know what to do with it.
It'd be interesting to see where that one... Because it could go either way. A little riff like that.
A lot of disaster.
Oh. Oh, boy.
Is that a new sound? Is that my mother going, oh?
Oh.
It's not bad. Another new little sound.
Oh.
Is that my mother in bed with my father?
Oh. Did you talk to your mother yesterday off the air?
No, I was real busy yesterday. I was in the middle of 27 meetings. And the big meeting over at the movie studio was this promotion. For Christmas, they want to run in like 2,000 theaters a promotional...
Trailer.
Not a trailer, in a sense. Not a trailer because we haven't shot the movie yet, but almost like a little commercial telling you it's coming.
All right.
And...
A trailer, technically, I suppose, has to have movie scenes in it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, right. And this wouldn't necessarily be movie scenes. And I have an idea.
No, it would definitely not be movie scenes. You have none.
Well, we actually have some on paper, which we could shoot, but we don't want to do that.
Oh, you don't want to do that.
The trailer will come out, like, months before the movie. This is just Christmas time to say the movie's coming. Like, you remember in Rocky, I think it was 3, when just the two gloves smashed together and said, hey, it's coming?
Or I remember the Rambo one better, where, you just saw the back of Stallone.
Right.
And it was, Rambo's coming.
Yeah. So they had this idea to do something that I didn't like, but what I wanted to do was get pitched by every ad agency. See, this is the way I would have gone about it. and tell me if you think I'm right. So
How do we know?
Well, because...
We're not in the movie business.
Yeah, but I'll explain it to you.
Okay.
I wasn't in the movie business until a few weeks ago anyway. So, you know, who am I?
You're already an expert.
Yeah. No, it seems to me what I would have done is just gone to a bunch of ad agencies and trailer companies and different people like that, but more importantly, ad agencies, because this is not so much a trailer.
As an ad.
It's an ad sort of saying, get ready. It's like developing a need for something. Like Coca-Cola, you don't need it, but by the time you're done with the commercials, you need it.
You want it. You're running out of the movie theater.
Yeah. So what I had suggested was go to some ad agencies and get pitched. It doesn't cost you anything to get pitched. Free ideas.
Pitch away.
Pitch away. It's kind of neat to be the client, sit back.
Sure.
We're always the ones doing the pitching. Let somebody pitch me. Am I right here, guys?
Absolutely.
I think that's a great idea.
So now time is running out because the studio had their idea of what the little thing should be. And I kept screaming I don't like it. But yet they didn't go to any ad agency and use my idea. So now they're saying, okay, if you don't like this idea, we only have a couple of days left now because don't forget, in order to get something in the theaters for Christmas, you got to have it cut and print and all that kind of crap, whatever they do, you know. And you got to shoot it. Yeah, you got to get it, and plus they got to physically ship it to the theaters. So it's a whole process.
And there are times built in if you want to hit the Christmas season.
Right. So now I'm like trying to figure out what it is I want to do. I have an idea.
Now you're going to have to come up with
Yeah, and I don't want to.
Usual.
So yesterday in the meeting, everyone started saying, well, hey, you don't like our idea. Well, you come up with an idea. I said, no. I didn't want to come up with an idea. I wanted to get pitched by a bunch of ad agencies.
But they pretty much sort of hemmed you in.
Yeah.
You use the current idea, or you have to come up with one.
So now I'm sitting at home going, okay, what are we going to come up with? And that's not what I want. That's not the position I wanted to be in. So I'm in a position that I don't want to be in. But meanwhile, I got to come up with something quick because I don't like the other idea. And I do want to get something in the theaters in time for Christmas. I don't want to lose that opportunity. It's an important opportunity, and it's important for the studio because, don't forget, they're investing money in a movie, and they want to make sure that their message gets out to people, start building awareness of the film, particularly in markets where we're not on the radio. So, you know, I want to do something dynamic there. So that's what's going on, so... I just wish, so I'm going to...
Now you're jamming.
Now, yeah, and I came up with an idea that I think is pretty good, but I wish I could have had that opportunity to hear from ad agencies.
It would have certainly taken a burden off of your shoulder.
Yeah, it's one less thing I'd have to do.
You're writing the movie already.
Yeah, I know, and I'm totally wrapped up in that. Now all of a sudden my focus has switched again, and I'm worrying about some trailer. So I'm going to call the producer of the movie and say, hey, is it too late to just quickly get into the ad agents? Those guys turn around and do pitches.
Certainly everybody out there wants a job.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they don't care about time.
Yeah, I mean, like, couldn't we get in some pitches right before the weekend here? I mean, get pitched real quick, find one that we like, and go shoot it next week. I mean, you know, let's do it.
I think that surely somebody wants to make some money.
See, I have this idea, but I think it's too wild. See, it's nighttime, right?
Yes.
And I'm following O.J.
In what?
Well, I'm following O.J. as he's stalking his wife.
Oh, okay.
See what I mean?
I didn't know whether you were in the Bronco or you're walking around sneaking behind Nicole's bushes.
Yeah, and then I run up behind someone who looks like Nicole. And you see, O.J. runs up. He grabs Nicole. He grabs her by the shoulder, spins her around, and it's me in a blonde wig. And it scares O.J. and he runs away. See? But I can't do that.
I don't think so. You scare O.J.
Hello, O.J. Yeah, he turns white.
O.J.
O.J., it's me.
It's me.
Don't film me now.
And O.J.'s...
back together.
Or it's me chasing O.J. in the white Bronco.
Let's try to run him down.
Yeah. It's me driving O.J. in the white Bronco.
Yeah.
I'm AC.
Going to a drive-in to see the movie.
Hey, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
You go, hey, O.J., where you going? I'm going to Howard Stern's movie. We're going to a drive-in.
Overhead shot, and you hear his voice. And you get Al Michaels.
There you go.
It's not a bad idea, is it?
I have another idea, that you actually are driving the white Bronco.
Go ahead.
and OJ's got the gun to his head.
Yeah.
And you go, I know how to cheer you up. You take him to a drive-in.
See how it turns the movie. There you go.
And then OJ starts laughing.
Yeah, OJ's happy.
And he puts the gun down.
Hey, yeah, I like that.
There you go. You know, I forgot I killed my wife for a second.
See, those are good ideas. See, we can come up with better ideas.
Blood in the lobby of the theater.
Yeah, right. OJ tracking blood into the theater.
In a popcorn bucket.
Yeah. See, those are funny ideas.
OJ's alibi.
But even something slick and cool would be, you know, like something that would sort of like trick the babes into coming to my movie. You know?
Trick them.
Yeah, like a lot of women, you know, might say, oh, that disgusting Howard Stern, I'm not going to go see his movie. And then if I'm tracking blood into the theater, they might not dig that.
Right.
See, you trick them.
You put you in a tender love scene.
Yeah, right, exactly. Tender love scene. Yeah, something for the ladies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, do one of those things where you're running across a meadow with flowers to a girl's arms, and somehow they can't see it's you.
Well, one of the agencies had a cool idea. Like the camera, you know, the screen is filled with this, you know, obviously the bed and love making, the sheets and the skin and all that stuff, and then, you know.
Ow!
And then, please, Fred. I don't need to hear that at work.
I love that. That's going to be such an addition to the show.
Ow!
You want to bring my head down?
I'm sorry.
So anyway,
anytime you get out of line.
so I'm rolling around in the bed and everything, and, you know, and then when the camera pulls back, I'm smoking cigarette, but I'm alone. I've been doing it to myself. That's not bad, huh?
Yeah, that's
pretty good.
If you want to get the women into the film, you should get Fabio in the trailer.
Yeah. Fabio's, what is that? That's a trailer about Fabio.
Well, and you.
Do you want to talk about Dallas again?
Oh, no.
Want to switch topics, Gary, or is this going too slow for you?
Phony.
Why don't you say something?
I have nothing to say.
I think you should continue.
What?
Continue with the Fabio idea.
Yeah. Jackie
I'm
likes
dying
that.
to see the tie-in.
All right, so go ahead. If you want to get the ladies, get Fabio. What do I do with Fabio?
It was Ralph's idea. I thought it sounded good, so I brought it in.
Yeah.
No, you go back and write him into the book, see.
Oh, I see. I write him into my book.
That's right. All of a sudden, Fabio grew
Oh, why is
up with
OJ in the
you.
book? Jackson?
That was Fred's idea.
Pass the buck.
I'll be back. I'll be back at 11 o'clock to clean up.
With
Good.
another non-sequitur.
If you remember.
So helpful. Anyway,
If you want to get the ladies.
both. If you want to get the ladies, why don't you put Fabio?
There is nothing more entertaining than when he comes in and sits down and says an idea and it floats out and there's that 1 second of silence while he realizes, what am I doing in this seat with this idea?
Yeah, I know. He had to come. He had to
ready
come.
for the frying pan to hit him in the face.
He had to come running in with that idea. Meanwhile,
I got an idea, Wolf.
oh, it's Gary Puppet.
Why don't you put Knucklehead Smith in the movie?
You get all the dummies.
Yeah, like
Right.
Gary.
There's a lot of dummies out there that I need to come see my movie. Well, anyway, so he's so funny, Gary, too, because he's like, you know, Wolf, why don't you get Fabio? And then there's dead silence.
Yeah, he doesn't have anything more to say about Fabio.
Now, had it been a great idea, you know, suddenly now it became Ralph's idea.
Yeah.
He didn't mention it was Ralph's idea when he first said it.
Hey, Wolf, let's get Napoleon.
Why is that?
It was Jackie's idea. That's it. Jackie's idea. I don't know.
You don't know why? Why? You...
Well, OJ wasn't in the book, was he? No. Jackson.
Hey, who else should I get for my movie promo?
The Easter Bunny.
Now, why would I get him?
The great poet Cicero from Rome.
I like Gary goes, why don't you put Fabio in for the ladies? Okay, what's the idea? What's the pitch?
It was not my idea. I hadn't thought about that.
I didn't know we had to do something.
I was just
with him.
relaying the message.
I just thought you put Fabio in.
Sounded like a good idea to me, and I wasn't sure why.
Both. If you want the ladies, put in Fabio.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
If you want the dogs, put in Lassie.
Wolf, if you want the military to go see your film, get General Patton.
Or Colin Powell.
Yeah, because they like uniforms.
Hey,
Yeah.
Wolf, why don't you put everybody in it?
Then you'll appeal to everyone.
Put Donna and Marie in it so you get the Mormons.
Very good. Wolf, get Fabio.
Well, just put people in it. He's like Gomer.
Yeah.
Put people in it.
Well, what do you do with them? Duh. Yeah, Gary Puppet.
I don't know.
Gary Puppet. Hey, Boff. Get the Easter Bunny. Yeah, the rabbits will come to your show.
I got the answer. For your ad agencies, turn to me.
A light bulb just went all in front of my head.
A light bulb just popped.
Wolf, get a picture of the entire United States of America, then everyone will come to see themselves.
That would be amazing. You would have a blockbuster on your hands.
The real photography.
Wolf. And he comes in with those ideas.
That's amazing.
Boss. Hey, boss.
And he had a big smile on his face.
Yeah.
This was going to be it.
Yeah, I wish you guys could see that at home. That
Wait till you hear this one.
I should be on Madison Avenue.
That's right, I am.
If I ever leave the show, I will go to Madison Avenue.
And buy a pretzel. Because that's all I can do on Madison Avenue.
Boss, get Fabio.
Yeah.
Hey, good idea. Okay, what do we do with him?
I got to go now. Bye.
That's your problem.
I got to go open the mail.
Yeah.
I got to go buy some more cartoons.
I have to go produce your show.
That's right. Try to help. Try to help. Robin's always piling on. It's your fault.
All right, very good. Very good. That was exciting. Boss, in your movie trailer, you could hold up a picture of an envelope. Then people will come to the movie to see what is in it.
Oh.
What do you put in?
What did you put in the envelope?
I'll be right back.
Well, you want it to be a surprise.
Yeah.
Well, I'm surprised.
Then you'll build suspense. All right, very good. Fafa Fooey checking in with some ideas. So anyway, I'm going to call...
It's a little early yet for him to have full-blown ideas.
Yeah, he just got pitched this whole concept. He has to think about it.
That's right.
So anyway, I got to think about, like I want to get pitched by some ad agencies or something. Unless I go with the Ford White Bronco idea.
I don't know, but look at what Baba Booey came up with in short order.
Now, you know why there's people in show business who are so rich and successful. Because there's a lot of people like Baba Booey who don't, they think they have ideas and they should be in show business, but they really shouldn't.
You know what?
I'm sorry?
I'm not as dumb as I look. I'm dumber.
Yeah. There are people who have, show business jobs, but they really don't have that much creativity. That's Fafa Fooey. And Gangi.
Gangi, too?
Well, I gave Gangi a job to on the E! Show where he gets to hold the camera.
Yes.
Now he thinks he's Ingmar Bergman. He thinks he's in television now.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
What is he doing?
Well, whenever we have a camera that roams the hall for the E! Show. You know, it's almost like it's about one step up from what you use at home for your VCR.
That's right.
You know, for your videotape machine.
It is almost a home recording
It's a home
device.
He's making home movies.
Yeah.
So, if Pamela Anderson leaves the studio, Gangi follows her afterwards and says, hey, how'd you like doing the show? And he never asks him anything new. He just the same thing that he's supposed to do.
Does anybody give him any direction?
No.
That's right.
Does he watch the show or listen to the show so he might want
yeah,
follow
he does.
up?
Yeah, he does. That he does.
So but he's never asked a follow-up question.
Yeah, and he's not even, he's like one of those guys, when people take home movies and there's guys who don't even know how to frame the picture right?
Yeah.
Sometimes John was interviewing Mr. Rogers, and Gangi's so far away with the camera that you might as well just had two actors.
Yeah, you could have been anybody.
Yeah.
You want to hear a story about Gangi?
Yeah. But let me just tell you this. So, Gangi helps me out at my house and stuff and does stuff. So I figured, hey, let me put in a good word for him because he's sick and tired of just being nobody. I'll give him a job in television. So I pitched the people. I said, why don't you let Gangi work?
And why did you think he could do this?
Oh, I didn't think he could do it. I just felt bad for him. You know what I mean? I felt bad for the guy. I really felt bad for him.
You turned on to me.
What?
You turned on to me.
Because you're nobody.
Hey, Howard, you want...
Being nobody, he's in over his head. You're right. What?
3 weeks, about a month ago.
Well, here's what happened. Let me just tell you what happened.
Okay.
Gangi is one of those guys. When did you graduate college? How many years is it?
92.
92. All right, so it's been 2 years.
Yeah.
And he's been working for free for us, what, 4 years?
A lot of years.
So he always a good kid. He always comes out to my house and stuff and does stuff for me. But also he used to sit in the back with the computer and log the show, which is a job, but, you know, I could sense he wanted something more because he was embarrassed. He kept, like, moping around saying, you know, what is my career going to be? What's my future? What's this? I said, your future's going to be sitting by the computer.
Well, one thing he thought was since nobody can see him, they'll forget that he's here.
Yeah, that was his whole big thing, and now he was moping. So then he tried to become a disc jockey, but he sucked at that. And really, he was on the verge of going back to work for his daddy.
Yeah. He was almost in construction.
Yeah, he was almost in construction. So I said, you know what? I'm going to change this guy's life. Because we needed someone to sit there with the home video camera.
Right.
And they have to give him a title, so they call him associate producer.
Oh, no.
Not what is it?
Production assistant.
Production assistant.
Oh, well, that's... Okay.
So now, as soon as he got that job, it took all the pressure off him. It's like now his parents aren't bugging him. This is what I suspect is going on. His parents aren't bugging him. He now can tell his girlfriend he's in television.
He's got a girlfriend?
Yeah, Jen. He can tell the one he always loves. And now, all of a sudden, he's somebody. And he's getting carried away with it. Because, like, for a while, he wasn't even coming out to my house.
Yeah?
Yeah, he was like, you know, oh, I don't need that anymore. I'm now in television.
Oh,
I am now.
Kidding.
That's
he
beneath me.
You?
Yeah, he started dropping me. He says, that's beneath me.
Oh, man.
Be honest.
No.
Get out.
I'll be honest.
He didn't want to come, because in my house, he really has to do real work.
Right.
He wants to walk around with a camera.
It's not the glamour job he's got here.
I gave him a glamour job. So I said, well, just take the stupid television job away from him and get him back out of here. Who needs him doing that? I did it as a favor.
So he'd have a little fun.
Yeah, but he don't even. You're just a guy who holds a video camera. Don't get carried away with yourself.
I'm not trying to get carried away with myself.
You are.
One.
Right? Am I right?
I'm trying to do a good job.
Let John talk. Go ahead.
Well, as far as what you're saying, yeah, he was the other day he was going because we were going out to do something.
Yeah.
He's like, no, I'm not allowed to go out, man. I got to go to work at Howard's.
Yeah, I know. He's all bummed out about it. And I'm like, dude, I don't even need you holding a camera. I don't need you holding the camera. I'm going to take that away. That's the only job I control in the E! Show. Is your job.
Why is that? So what you're saying is working here for 4 years meant absolutely nothing.
Right.
And that
Gangi, you're holding a camera. I don't need you holding a camera.
Means that I shouldn't move up a level. I should just stay at the lowest level.
Where are you going to go? You don't have to go. You're still at the lowest level. You take a home video camera and you aim it on people. You think that's a career?
It's a step up at least from what I was doing.
And how did you get that? Do you think you earned it?
I hopefully I did earn that.
No, you didn't earn it.
Why didn't I?
You got it because I felt bad for you.
Oh, so I
could give that to Gorilla. All right, you're fired. Gorilla now has the job. You don't even get. He thinks he earned that. He thinks he earned that job.
Why didn't I earn it? Why didn't I earn it?
Because what do you do?
You don't think I'm good enough?
You don't have to hold the camera. I think a monkey is good enough to hold the camera.
People are doing that at home right now with no training.
You want that job?
I wouldn't take it away from Gangi, but that would be something interesting, yeah.
Well, I don't need him doing it. I'll give it to someone else.
But Howard,
so why didn't I earn it? Explain to me why didn't I earn it?
Because you came out to my house and you were hanging around and saying, I want to be in television, I want to be in television, I want to do something. First you wanted to be in radio. I couldn't help you there because you got a voice. I never heard a voice like that.
Right.
All right? You got a voice like that. I'd rather hear talk on a board.
Okay.
All right? That's number one. So once we learn that, he's like, I want to be...
Yeah, okay. I want to be a cameraman.
Yeah, so then he goes... So then he's been coming out to my house, and I hear they need someone to hold the camera.
Yeah. I can do it.
I like Gangi. He's a good kid. He always came to my house. I said, fine, you want to go work the camera? Instead of sitting on the computer, you can work the camera.
Yeah.
Then you'll have a little more glamorous job.
But you still have to come out here.
Yeah, I need him to do his work. That ain't work for me. I can get anybody to do that, Gangi.
I have to tell you.
Of course you can get anybody to do that, but I earned that position.
No, you didn't
working
earn
here
it.
for free for 4 years.
Wrong.
I earned
There's plenty of people
position.
No. You were stupid to work here for free for 4 years.
Yes, I was. Absolutely.
You didn't earn it. You didn't do anything to indicate to me that's... What do you mean you earned it?
That's putting in the time, it's called.
So if you stayed anywhere, like if you stayed in the White House, eventually you'd be president?
Yeah, he thinks you earned it.
Out in the basement?
This isn't the military. You don't earn it.
No, I did a good job, and usually when you do a good job for somebody, you move up. Is that not the way it works?
It's not a move up. You think it's a move up. It took the pressure. All I want to do is take the pressure off him. His parents were freaking out.
Yeah.
He was freaking out. His girlfriend was thinking he was an unmotivated guy. That was the whole big breakup. Now, all of a sudden, he could tell everyone, hey, I work in television.
Hey, Howard, he's still just as...
But he's not working for television. He's working for me. And he's doing the same thing. He's holding a video camera. Would you explain it to him later?
Yeah, but he's still just as unmotivated, if I could tell you the story.
I know.
But you know that a month ago I said to him, Gange, if you're going to start doing this, why don't you look at the old Channel 9 shows and see what the cameramen used to do with me?
Right.
And, you know, so this way you could shoot it.
Right.
And then when I heard that he screwed up on the Mr. Rogers thing, I go, Gange, this is a month. I told him a month ago. I go, Gange, did you ever go back and look at the tapes? No. I go, well, why not? He says, Howard won't let me.
Howard won't let him.
Howard won't let me watch any Channel 9 tapes.
He watches them every day in my house.
He said, Howard won't let me.
I'm busy. I'm dubbing them for you, not watching them.
So turn them on and watch them.
You freak out when I watch them for 2 seconds.
So why don't you take a dub and say to me, I want to take it home and watch it? You can't do that in your free time?
You would never let me do that.
Oh, you have to do it while I pay.
You would never let me do that.
You never even asked me. What do you mean you wouldn't let me do that?
I'm thinking I'm protecting you.
Of course I would.
You know, hey,
but if you're doing
Howard would
something
never
for
let me
your
do
job,
Never mind the Channel 9 shows. Do you ever watch television?
Yes.
You do. Do you watch television?
Yes, I watch
But
television.
he has no idea what the camera does.
Do you ever notice that when two people are talking, the camera comes close for a 2-shot so that you can see the mouth moving? Have you ever noticed that?
Yes.
That's your homework.
Okay.
You don't need to watch John on Channel 9.
Okay. Well, I have since...
If he was aggressive, he would have just checked it out.
Of course.
But the point is, if he had come to you and said, you know, I really would like to see some of John's stuff on the Channel 9 show so I could see how they shot it, you would say, wow, Gangi's ambitious.
Excuse me. Does John have Channel 9 tapes?
Yes.
Everybody. I have Channel 9
He couldn't get them from you.
Everybody.
No, I wouldn't let you watch John's Channel 9 tapes.
So I said, John, can you bring me in the Channel 9 tapes? What do I need to bring them in for?
Exactly, because he's got 5. Everybody here has them.
But he's passing the buck already. When I asked
I think Gangi must have been...
I would have bring them.
And I asked you, and you still haven't brought them.
You must have grown up watching space shuttle pictures.
Yes.
And that's what you used to see on TV.
It's the widest angle you can possibly
That's a wide angle.
I'm a very big fan.
Anyway, listen, let me explain to you. Your new job is the same, you know, and he takes pictures like my uncle. My father used to have a Super 8mm camera. Yeah. And one time the kids were all swinging on a swing, so my father says to my uncle, take pictures of the kids on the swing. So my uncle, as the swing's moving, he swings the camera.
Like this. Such a liar.
Gangi, the auteur cameraman. Now listen to me. What I want you to do.
Howard, it's so nerve-wracking to see him be my cameraman because I'm so afraid it ain't going to work.
I know.
Oh, come on.
Welcome to Gangi's graduation. Now he's in television. All right, so listen. Repeat after me. I am not in television. I work for Howard. He lets me operate a video camera.
You know,
wake up and smell the roses. Now get to work.
I can't believe...
Just before, Howard, you were goofing on Gary.
Yeah.
And Gary was sitting there like smiling. I go, Gangi, go film Gary.
Yeah.
Why should I film Gary? He's not doing anything.
Oh.
But he wasn't smiling. He wasn't doing anything. He was sitting...
How do you know? What would you rather do? Do nothing?
I was vlogging at the time.
I see.
We really should have another video camera of Gangi in the hall, because I'm always going to the bathroom when we take a break, and there's always a celebrity standing there and the little light on. Sorry, go to Howard. And look like, what? They don't know if it's a goof or what's going on.
All I know is my E-show.
What's my fault?
The photography started to look like bar mitzvah tapes.
I said when Gangi first got that camera, do you really know? How did he get a camera? Do you know what to do with a camera?
I gave him a shot because I wanted to give him something exciting to do and take the pressure off him, but I'm thinking it was a mistake.
So what you're trying to say is...
does actually show up somewhere. It's not like you're letting him go practice and nobody's ever going to see
I had a dilemma. I said I could either get a really creative guy to operate that camera who comes up with wild ideas, or Gangi, and reward him out of pity because he's pathetic. So I rewarded him out of pity.
Oh, fine.
Don't do me any favors.
I was going to take like a real hustler, some guy with some wild ideas and stuff. You're not a hustler. Hustle. Show me how you hustle. Goodbye.
Yeah, okay.
Hustle out the door.
So what you're saying basically that, you know, I'm not good for this job. I should be, you know, thankful that I got this job.
A monkey can do this job.
A monkey.
The way you do it.
The job that you do for me at my house. That's what you're good at.
Oh, so now that I'm going to stay with forever?
What else? What do you think? Let me ask you something. What do you think you're going to do in television? Now you operate a video camera. What are you going to be? Stephen Bochco? What do you think you're going to be?
After enough time, you should become your wife, I think.
Yeah, maybe that's right. You live with me long enough. I'll marry you. I'll marry you and support you. What do you think you're going to do in television?
I don't know.
Now that you're in television.
I don't know yet. I have a lot of ideas.
What did you learn?
What are some of the ideas?
Why don't you do them here? Why don't you do some of your ideas here?
Absolutely.
And what did you learn so far in television that now has made you able to go on in television, to actually grow in the industry? In other words, you worked a video camera. Does everyone here know how to work a video camera?
Right. Yes,
you do?
Right. Even I.
Even you know how.
I can work a camera.
I've learned more about how a show is put together.
Oh, you have?
Yes. All right.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
Yes.
So did your parents think you really have a job now?
Not really.
They do.
No.
They do. They think he has a job.
No, they really don't.
He's been walking around like, I don't want to come out to your house anymore.
I'm trying to do a good job. Is that so friggin' wrong?
You know what?
You can't work with Howard anymore?
You know what doing a good job? You know what doing a good job to him is?
What?
Dragging a job out that takes 4 hours to 9 hours, so he can hang around all day.
I'm not trying to make it take 9 hours. I'm trying to do a good job.
Well, do a good job. You know how you do a good job? Get it done quickly. That's how you do a good job.
What does he have to
do? I work a 70-hour week. And
you know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm going to do? I don't at all. You know how many hours I work a week? I work 90 hours a week.
What's your career?
So what is your career?
My career is helping you right now.
So what's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with it.
Well.
I can't do this forever.
Well, then quit today and start something
Why
new.
are you continuing?
Why are you continuing? This is a guy, no matter what you do for me, he's dissatisfied.
But
my career is helping you.
No,
what do you want from me?
In your mind, I am going to stay this kid who's going to help you for the rest of your life, I think.
Well, what do you want from me? I'm the only one who's even believing in it. Me and your father, the only two people willing to give you a job.
Yeah, he's at least giving you a job, Gangi. Why are you yelling at
him? And he's
I'm
yelling at me because I'm holding him back. I'm holding him back. Am I holding you back? Now I feel like his dad.
Well, how would you help him now?
I don't know. What more can I do for the guy?
You would let him just shoot. That's what he wants to do. He doesn't.
Oh, he just wants to shoot. He doesn't want to come out to the house.
I want to do a lot of things.
He's going to walk around with the camera.
I want to do a lot.
What do you want to do? Why don't you go do it?
Because I really want to, but I'm very loyal. I'm very, very loyal.
Well, of course, I gave you a job.
Why are you loyal?
Why don't you quit this, then go do something?
I'm very loyal to you, so I like working for you.
No, because you want to be in show business, and you really don't have anything to be in show business with. This is it. This is show business for you. This is it.
No,
working with me.
No, this is not it. There's going to be more than this.
So when you're doing this, so why don't you go and go do it? Why are you wasting your time here?
Well, I'm starting to do that. I really am.
Oh, you are?
Yes.
What did you do?
What did you do?
I haven't done anything yet. Shut up!
I know him for 4 years already. He hasn't done a thing.
He's going to get up.
One time he sent some. You're going to be with me the rest of your life, so keep me happy. Keep me. What do you mean you're not going to be with me the rest of your life? What are you going to go do? John, what is he going to do?
I have no idea, because even with this job, like I said, he's not even aggressive about this.
No.
I am too aggressive. I do everything I have to do.
No, you do everything you have to do. You have to come up with innovations.
I do.
And you complain. That's what you do.
Yeah, you just heard him complain. You see how we brought it out in him? Well, I can't just be working for you. I got to be doing other. Well, what do you want to go do? Go and do it. What are you bothering me for?
When you first started in radio.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Go ahead.
You worked at your first radio.
Go ahead.
What did you say to yourself? I can't be working at this station for the rest of my life. What?
Right. I didn't. I left after 2 years.
Right. Okay.
I became the.
He was there.
Then the next.
While I was there,
really hard.
While I was there, I was the announcer. I became so good at making commercials and innovative commercials. I became the production director, making more money.
Mm-hmm.
Then I became the program director because they felt that I was the most responsible person at the station and also had some creative ideas.
Mm-hmm.
And after I had done every job, I then said, I'll either go into programming, I'll either go into commercial production, or I'll go into announcing full time. I chose announcing.
Right. But you knew that it was time to move on. You knew that there was nothing
I knew
else
after
left.
2 years it was.
Right. Look at what he had accomplished. What have you accomplished?
He's holding a video camera.
I've done a damn good job for Howard these last 4 years.
What you've done. All you can say is I've done a damn good job.
I don't know what he wants from me. So all I'm saying is he's going to be with me the rest of his life, or his father. So while you're with me, hustle a little bit, and I'll take you with me. You know, it's a funny thing. I better not say this, because he'll get upset.
No, say it.
I had a big sort of opening that I would have used him for in the movie.
Yeah.
Some kind of production. He won't do his work. He'll get all overwhelmed.
Yeah.
I'll get overwhelmed.
It'll be too many hours.
Right, Jackie? He'll get completely confused.
What are you asking, Jackie?
The more I work I give him, he'll complain more because I can't do this for Howard. I got to do it for someone else. Meanwhile, I'm giving him a career. He's making money.
Jackie wants a job.
But I need him to hustle a little.
And then he'll say, I can't hang around with you. You're sitting there developing things for him. He sits there like a lump waiting.
Yeah, waiting.
He's angry at you.
And he's mad at me. I'm the only one who's hiring him. I don't see anyone else doing anything.
Nobody's running here to steal you.
The 2 years I worked at WRNW, my first radio job, I wasn't angry at him.
I
used the place. I made a living. I wanted to make money.
Right.
So why would I be mad?
But I'm not mad. That's what I'm doing.
I hustled. I showed my employer how good I was, and they kept finding new things for me to do because they wanted me in charge.
Don't you keep finding new things for me to do?
Yes.
So that means I'm a hustler. That means I do a good job. You just
I feel bad for you.
Oh, okay. You feel bad.
What is it?
Somebody on the phone wants to help you out.
Who is it?
It's a guy that wants to give Gangi a job, but listen to his reasoning.
Good. Hi, you're on the air.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
Yes, I'm 32 years old. I'm president of a marketing analysis firm. I would be willing to give Gangi a job to prove that he would fall on his face because he's got a typical union mentality.
Yes.
Union mentality.
Yeah, that's Gangi.
Nothing but I am so far from union mentality.
Gangi, what Howard is telling you is you get the job done quickly and efficiently so you can go on to your next project.
I absolutely do.
He takes to sit and make videotapes. It takes him 9 hours. With the camera, he's holding it. He's got to log it, and it takes him. Then he has lunch. He holds the camera all morning. He maybe gets 6 good things each morning. At tops, the big morning would be 6 good things. He got to write down what happened, and then get out of here and get out to my house and finish his work for me.
He wants to make that an 8-hour job.
He wants to make he figures now the pressure's off. He's got this glamorous job.
Right.
He works in television. Now he's going to hang around the city. He's got more money from his parents, so money doesn't motivate him. Yeah. So now he can hang out in the city and have lunch with John and have fun. I'm giving him work. I chose him to have work. He don't want work. And now he thinks someone else is going to tap him for some other work. The only work you got is through me or your dad. You don't want to work in the construction business. You're working for me. Hustle, hustle, hustle. Get out there. Do things.
Say yes.
Say yes, not no.
A hustler works a lot of... listen, I
Why are you in here talking?
It doesn't matter how many hours you put in. It matters what you do in the hours you put in.
Hey, do me a favor. Give him a real job. Would you hire him?
I would be willing to give him an interview.
All right. Would you want to interview with this guy? What do you do again?
Marketing analysis in Bridgewater, New Jersey.
I'm sorry?
Marketing analysis. I would put Gangi in charge of some demographics, let him go out, let him meet some people.
Good.
Oh, wonderful.
Good. And you know how to...
I'd like to give him an interview first.
Good.
Have him come in.
Interview him right now.
Have me come in? What, are you kidding me? This is my business. You come to see me.
Yeah, did you hear that, Gangi? Come to me.
That's Gangi.
No, I was thinking about it for the radio.
Do me a favor, John. Go with him on the interview and videotape him. Do you mind if the interview is videotaped?
I promise I'll get a 2-shot.
No, it's okay.
You don't want it videotaped, or you do?
It doesn't matter to me.
Doesn't matter to you.
It's going to be a legitimate interview.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, now you're going to be free of me. You're going to work for a real guy now. You're going to wait till you see.
I was being innovative. I said, let's do it on the radio. I mean,
Very innovative. Good work. Good move.
I just thought it was interesting.
Go to New Jersey?
Right. You're going to have to go to New Jersey. You going to be able to get there?
I don't know. You might not like that. He'll have to buy gas.
I don't know if I want to do that. My car will get a lot of wear and tear.
Yeah. And I can't afford gas.
It's not an exciting job.
Is there tolls?
But it's not really what I want to be doing. I want to be doing something
He always
creative.
has these slacking excuses. Like when he wanted to be an announcer, he said he wouldn't go to voice lessons because he couldn't afford them now. Meanwhile, he's out buying cars. And,
right. Yeah, that he could afford.
He's very spoiled, and he doesn't even know it because he's been spoiled his whole life. Right now, instead of thinking that this is a job opportunity, he sees this as you're banishing him to New Jersey.
Yeah, right.
No.
True?
That's true. Howard, if he's interested, I'll hold on, but I got things I got to do right now. So.
All right, so let me put you on hold, okay?
Very good.
And we'll set up the job interview.
Okay.
Thank you.
Mike, I'll get in touch with you.
Okay.
Thank you, boss, you say to him. Thank you, sir. I would have enjoyed working.
Thank you very much.
That's how you apply for a job. All right, hold on.
Thank you.
You think that this guy is a guy who really...
That's a hustler.
That's a hustler on the phone. He has to go out and get demographics, whatever the hell that job is.
Well, he's 32 and he's the president.
Yeah. President of nothing. All right, so listen. There you got a job interview. Good luck in your new career.
And you don't have to stay with Howard simply because...
I don't want you.
Howard won't fall apart if you leave.
I'll find someone else. I will interview.
I'm loyal.
I'm loyal to Howard, but I got to go do other things. Well, you're working for me. What do you mean you got to go do other things? Quit looking for other things. You don't have one other thing. Never has had one thing in the 4 years I know him. I'm loyal 4 years.
I'm loyal.
He's loyal because he got nowhere else to go. He's either his father's...
He's like one of those dogs on one of those TV shows that just sits on the couch and sleeps. That's Gangi.
He wants that job. How does he get that? He wants to sleep on a couch in a TV show.
And then he's like, but the dog is loyal. He's always there.
I can't wait till this new boss of his starts bawling him out and it's not fun on the radio.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait for that. You're going to go running a daddy. Good. I'm glad. Good. Make sure you go to the job interview with him. Pump him up so he gets the job and he's out of my life. All right, thank you. Goodbye.
Thanks for all your support and help.
Take him with you. Go out there and aim the video camera.
Yeah, look at him. He's angry at you again.
Of course he's angry.
You supported him for all this time.
I'm a bad guy. He doesn't get what he says.
He supported me. He's sitting here telling me how horrible I am for 20 minutes. That's support?
Then he was really giving you money.
I gave you money.
I did a damn good job. I don't care what any of you guys have to say.
You do a good job.
I do a good job. Because if I didn't, you wouldn't keep me around.
No, you do a good job at my house. Holding the camera is no job. It's a perk I'm giving you.
It's a job.
It's a perk.
It's a career move.
It's not a career move. Let me yell into your head.
You're going from behind that.
Do you think anyone can sit there and hold a Super 8 camera, or what is it called, a high 8 camera?
Whatever.
Don't you think anyone could hold that?
Yes, probably.
And aim it on whoever walks out the door?
Yes, probably.
You're a human tripod.
So how are you going to leap from there to where? Where are you going?
Gangi, do you see how I have robots operating these cameras?
Uh-huh.
There's no human beings here?
Uh-huh.
That's you. You're the same as the robot, except you're a little more mobile. Not much more, but a little more mobile.
You still have to be directed.
But I ask questions, and I don't have to be directed.
All right, get out of here. Please, I have to take a break. I have people to talk to. There's someone else doing your job.
Oh.
Gorilla.
Probably just as well.
Gorilla, nice job. I mean, he's doing your job.
Thank you very much.
Did you when they gave you that job, Gangi, was there training involved?
No.
Or they just handed you then you know you don't have a skill there.
I could take, you know what? Hey, Scott, can you hire monkeys tomorrow? Like a gorilla, like an ape. Can you get an ape to or get a 5-year-old?
Yeah, what are those chimpanzees?
To do Gangi's job tomorrow.
Yes.
So he understands what he does for a living.
Yes.
You will. Get a little kid, a 5-year-old. I want a 5-year-old to do Gangi's job tomorrow.
I can get my little sister.
How old's your sister?
She's 16.
No, that's too old. 16.
All right.
You got a 5-year-old nephew? Talk to Jackie after the show. Bring in his 5-year-old nephew.
And he'll do Gangi's job?
And he'll do Gangi's job tomorrow. All right? I bet you he can do. Did you ever work it out?
My nephew Brendan wants to be a cinematographer, and I think he sees this as an opportunity to move up.
Okay. Well, for a 5-year-old it is. All right. Tomorrow, a 5-year-old will do your job. All right?
I think we have a
cameraman. Good.
We have a cameraman.
The job that you do at my house. Oh, here's a cameraman. How old are you, sir? How old are you? 10. 10? Come
Where did you come from?
He looks like it. You are 10. All right. You are 10 years old?
Yeah.
And have you ever worked? Have you ever worked at a? You don't have to direct him. He's doing fine.
Yeah, he's doing good.
Now, what are you doing? You're taking pictures of Gangi and me, right?
Yep.
And have you ever worked a video camera before?
Yep.
Is it hard?
Nope.
Did you have to go to school?
Did you have to go to school?
Nope.
Did you? Do you require special training? Is there questions, or are you confused?
No.
In any way?
No. In fact, my 6-year-old cousin knows how to work this.
Thank you very much.
The 6-year-old cousin knows how to work the camera. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Is that your dad over? Who is that over there? Hi. How are you?
I hope you drop the camera and break it.
We're meeting later?
Yeah.
Okay. Listen, let me tell you something, kid. How old are you again?
10.
10 years old. You are doing as good. Would you like to do this job when Gangi leaves?
Absolutely.
You would be willing to work here?
Yes.
You are free for 4 hours in the morning, then you can go off to school?
Absolutely.
All right. Very good.
Do you hear that enthusiasm?
And let me ask you something. I want you to pretend now, while you hold that camera, that I am Pamela Anderson, and I'm walking out of the studio. I've just finished an interview with Howard Stern, and you have to ask her how it went, okay? Go ahead.
How'd it go?
Oh, I had a great time. It was really a lot of fun. That's it.
That's Gangi's job.
There
you
it is.
Can do it.
Still Pamela Anderson, right?
Yeah, I'm still Pamela Anderson. Go ahead. Ask me another question.
Milk has done your body good.
Yes, that's very funny. Milk has done your body good. I like that.
Gangi never got that far.
You know, Gangi, you're not even that funny. That's a 10-year-old being funny.
You make Gangi his assistant.
Yeah, Gangi, you'll walk around and log what he shoots.
In fact, yeah, just hold the camera for him when he doesn't have to
And
shoot.
look at the kid. Look at he's camera steady. Gangi, there's your job. There's a 10-year-old doing it. Do you want me to get a monkey to do it?
Yes, I want a monkey.
You want a monkey to do it. All right, very good. Thank you. What is your name, by the way?
David.
Very nice to meet you, David. And thank you for shooting, and thank you for making a point this morning.
No
I
problem.
appreciate it. That is David, everyone. Working my camera.
Why are you saying bad things to a child?
Why are you angry at David?
Just a piece of candy.
Well, Gangi, you can carry his lunchbox while he shoots my show. All right, we have to take a break now. Gangi now understands that what this 10-year-old is doing is not your job.
It's not a career.
Your job is what you do for me other.
Right.
Than this. This is fun.
Well,
Any kid can do this. So you understand the point? I don't even know if you understand the point.
He doesn't.
This kid is doing as good a job at holding a camera as you are.
Who cares?
That job for E is a token of my gratitude for doing a good job in my house.
Oh.
You understand?
So basically, then why should I even have that? Why don't I just work at your house all the time?
Well, you did, and then you complained.
You were complaining. You want to be around people. I want to go to lunch with people.
I don't want to go to lunch.
I want to see Stuttering John. I want to have a career in show business.
Yeah.
So now I'm giving you a career in show business. You're going to hold a camera like little David is. You're going to hold a camera like David. Beautiful job. The kid hasn't moved once. It's fantastic. He's better than you. Gangi has to stop to eat. This kid doesn't. Do you understand what I'm saying now? What this kid is proving a point. I know you don't see it. That's nothing. What you do for me is something. You understand?
So that means I do a
good
job for you.
You do a good job at my house. That's what you're good at.
Right.
That's your career.
It's not my career.
You want a career? David's competing with you right now. Scott Einziger, you've been in television a long time.
Am I going to be in your house forever?
It's up to you. But I'm interested in you working in the house, not holding a video camera.
You want me in your house working with you forever?
No.
Can I
want you to go off.
Can I have a raise?
As long as I have work for you. If I have work for you, because I'm over. You know what? What I'm paying you now is mercy pay.
No.
Mercy pay.
I've been working for you for 2 years and haven't had a cost of living increase.
Did you just get a big job with E and they paying you money for holding a video camera? If I told David what they're paying you on E for holding that video camera,
drop the camera.
David would die. He would collapse from a heart attack. A young kid like that. I have no idea that this guy's getting paid. David, would you like to receive a salary for holding that video camera?
I'd do it for free, Howard.
There you go. I like this kid.
And you should be doing it for free, Gangi.
This kid might play Little Howard in the movie. I like him. I like you, David.
Thank you.
See, already he's walked in here and impressed Howard.
I find this kid impressive.
Why don't you give him the job at the house?
In 4 years, Gangi.
I might. If he wasn't tied up with school right now, I would hire him full time.
Yeah, actually, he's too busy.
Listen, the job for E that you have, where you hold the video camera, requires nothing. So you happen to fill all the requirements. All right?
It's a nothing job for a nobody.
Look at David. He's having a great time. Right, David? David, what kind of career is it holding that camera? All right, go ahead, Gangi. Now go out there and show David how you do your job. David, supervise.
Okay.
Oh, my God.
Give Gangi some tips.
Yeah, right. All right.
I hate you, Griffin.
She doesn't get it still.
I can't go out to Howard's house forever.
Yeah, what am I going to do? Well, I'm not interested in you doing anything. If you want to come out to my house, I'm interested. I got a job for you.
You know what he said to me?
What?
Howard doesn't like anybody else to do it but me, but it's driving me crazy going out there.
I know, and I'm getting a bad rap out of all this.
Yeah.
And you should see he was moping around my house for a while. He would come in, he was trying to act negative so that maybe I'd throw him out.
No, I was tired.
He thinks he's now got a big job at E. He can quit working with me. You got no job.
Depends on me.
I would like to make it a job then.
Excuse me, I define what the job is. That's a perk.
How am I supposed to take initiative if I can't do anything?
What do you want to do? Tell me what you want to do.
I'd like to arrange more shoots.
For what? We don't need you to shoot. We don't need you to shoot anything. I'm doing this as a token of my gratitude.
But maybe you do.
What do you want to do? Tell us. Tell Scott Einziger and he will clear it with me. Scott, has he come to you yet with any idea for an additional shoot? Come here and tell me this. Has he come to you with an idea? Scott, has he?
Maybe one or two.
And have you used any of them?
Well, he ran them through you. The Times Square idea, the billboard.
Are we going to use that? No. Go ahead. Next. Next.
That was probably it.
One.
One idea. When you have an idea, let us know, and then you'll be free to go shoot. That'll be your incentive. David, you got anything you want to shoot?
Pamela Anderson.
Right. Well, it's a half of it. Gangi already messed that one up.
How did I mess that one up?
Oh, take it easy. I'm just kidding you. Anyway, thank you, Gangi. And now I think you understand. The job is working for me at my house.
Well,
this holding the video camera is just more fun than working the computer back there.
But maybe he's getting it. He just said, no, maybe I should thank you. That is absolutely true.
And what is it, Jackie Joke Man?
Well, now this will be the big test because we'll put David out in the hall, and when Gangi leaves, we'll have David, how'd it go with Howard, and do exactly what Gangi does and see if this...
David, do me a favor. When I say, I'm going to go to commercial now, you will take your camera out into the hall, and you will photograph Gangi while you interview him about how it went in there with Howard. Ask basic questions. Would you be able to do that?
Sure.
No problem, right?
Right.
It doesn't make you sweat.
No.
Thank you. That's a 10-year-old.
Yeah, no help.
No help. You have no help. You just do it. Ask him a bunch of questions. Bust his butt a little bit. You understand what I'm saying?
No problem.
All right. You understand what to do.
He reads you loud and
All right. Go ahead. Gangi, go out. Now David will conduct an interview with you.
Well, thank you very much
Goodbye.
for all your pity.
Oh, your pity.
I like what you do in my head. This is a perk. Do you understand? It's a
He
perk.
doesn't understand where his talents are.
No. Go ahead. Now get out there. Or else I'll make your father put you in the construction business.
See, he doesn't even have a grasp on you just saying that he needs a job and a guy calling in with a job interview. The average person would have to make
30
hundreds of phone calls to land that job interview.
Right.
Gangi's had everything handed to him, so that's expected.
Get that mic out there. I want to hear that kid interviewing Gangi.
Oh, he's yelling at the kid.
What'd the kid say?
What's it like to be humiliated on air?
He has good questions.
That kid's good. I like that kid. Gangi yells out, "Give me my camera back, you little runt." And the kid goes, "What's it like to be humiliated on the air?"
Gangi say, what are the odds that there's a 10-year-old kid here at 6:30?
Where did we get that kid from?
I'll tell you during the break.
All right.
Gangi almost...
Because I don't want to wreck it because it has to do with the next piece of cruel business we're on,
okay,
too.
okay, yeah, right.
You know, it really is funny because Gangi has turned this into a whole job. You know that desk on the outside?
Yeah.
If you sit there, he freaks out and he chases you away. He's like, don't make a mess here. This is my desk. I need to log in my entries from the camera.
But it's not making nothing into it.
Well, you got to hear this. Gangi was supposed to come out of my house and help me every day. He wasn't showing up till 2, 3, 4 o'clock. And I'm going, what is he doing? I called Scott Hines and go, why is he so busy? Can he help me out? Because the whole job is supposed to be done at 10 o'clock.
Right.
And Hines goes, I don't know. We're not having him do anything.
Oh.
So I call Gangi, and what are you doing at 4 o'clock? Well, I got to log everything. I go, what are you taping that you can't log during the show?
He logs for like 6 hours.
Yeah, because he doesn't want to leave here and come to my house.
No, he sits like a log for 6 hours.
I know. You watch him out there? I mean, he doesn't do anything. Right?
Just write down as he goes along.
You know what? No, here's what you think.
And they're not paying him that much money that he could, like, give up working for me. Most normal people would say it's not enough money.
It's not a career move.
It's not a career move. But he doesn't care because Gangi lives at home with his parents and they support him.
Gangi's now reduced to watching a 1-inch screen TV. He sits there with headphones and watches back on the camera, and you see him vigorously taking all these notes.
Yeah, and I said to him, can't you just log down after you shoot something? There's enough time in between shoots to log everything you did. And he goes, oh, yeah, I guess I could, but, I'm busy. And
Well, he orders breakfast for everybody, too. So.
Oh, does he? Yeah.
For the E-Crew, not for us.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it's separate,
Oh, I see.
The E-Crew and the K-Rock crew are not supposed to, everyone has their own separate thing. Like, E has her own little refrigerator.
I see.
So he now orders for them because he's low guy on the totem pole.
Right.
Waitress.
He's a waitress.
Videotapes the breakfast.
Yeah, he videotapes breakfast coming to the door. He's a waitress. So, really what I was interested in is giving him something more fun to do at the radio station while he's here with me, and then we go out to my house and do the real work. So, all of a sudden, he starts in. He's now Fellini. He's walking around with an attitude. He's in television. This helping me with the radio show is beneath him.
Oh, yeah.
He was really getting that way.
Well, he kept saying to me, I don't know how to get out of this job because Howard relies on me.
Yeah, he doesn't know how to get out of it. I said, and so I called him up. You don't know about this. I called him up over the weekend, and I said, Gangi, I don't need you doing that E thing. So if you're not doing my thing at my house, I'm taking the E thing away from you. So he was like in shock.
Oh, boy.
Doesn't he always mess up the thing at your house, too? Like the videotaping, like you missed Letterman last night.
He's had enough today.
Hey, Ralph, he doesn't need it from you. You messed up plenty also.
That's what really hurt.
He didn't get Letterman last night?
He messed up. He got me half of it.
Probably the half without Merrill, right?
No, I got 5 minutes of Merrill. I didn't get to see the rest.
How was it?
I don't know. I only saw half of it. It was a nightmare.
Clocks are difficult.
I've worked damn hard for you.
That line will be in about 5 minutes.
Yeah, right. He's a funny guy. He doesn't get what I want.
I've done a damn good job.
He's trying to build a career out of running around with a video camera.
do this the rest of my life.
You know what?
He's thinking too forward. He's not concentrating on what he's doing now.
Yeah, right.
I was just going to say that, Rob.
Yeah, well, Rob's right. I'm telling you, Robin.
I was going to say, what he's doing, he doesn't concentrate on.
No.
He
Somebody's back.
concentrates on what he likes.
I am, but you shock me that you don't understand what your career is right now. Maybe in the future you're going to maybe a director. Maybe John Avildsen will meet you and make you an assistant director. I don't know, but I'm saying right now I need you at the house, and I'm giving you a fun little job here to run around with a video camera.
Right.
This video camera job, you're turning into a career.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a career, at least not yet. Until they make a high 8 video TV show. I don't see that being a career.
Well, you don't think that could be
you will be the foremost
something else?
I don't know. Right now, I need you to do what you're doing for me. I'm not sitting here trying to step you up to anything.
Okay,
I just have a need for someone to help me at my house.
Right, okay.
So I gave you a more fun job here. That's the job that I need done. I'm not sitting and worrying how am I going to make Gangi a media superstar.
Right. No,
that's your problem.
Right.
That's not mine.
Exactly.
But do you ever
I'm telling you what I need.
Of making yourself indispensable?
Obviously,
no,
I am.
He doesn't because he doesn't concentrate on the job he has now.
Yeah.
He's thinking, what am I going to do in the future?
He's thinking
right now there is no future.
This is a prison.
Right. If he was,
and I'm trying to get out.
If he was a hustler, he was out there doing things, I would say, I need him to do this, I need him to do that. But I see he gets overwhelmed. I gave him a video camera to sit there and
I'm not overwhelmed. What am I overwhelmed
You're spending 9 hours here a day making videotapes.
9 hours?
What is it, Gorilla?
I was saying, he always gets, all these jobs handed to him and stuff like that. First he got hired at the radio station, then he got hired at your house.
Yeah.
Now he's got this.
I'm very bitter.
Wait, hold on. I've been here, 3 years, and I haven't got handed
Well, you're a mess. I tried you working out at my house.
What?
You're a disaster.
Is that true?
Yeah, right.
What?
You got less going on than he does.
No, I don't.
I tried you. You didn't work out. You didn't hustle.
The book was
You were
done.
very slow.
No, I wasn't.
No, Mike.
Listen, we're very behind. I got a break for commercials. Everyone out of here. This is the end of the intern discussion. You're still an intern. You're still an intern. And Ralph, you're an intern. Now, everyone leave. Goodbye. Gangi, and go order breakfast for the E-Crew. All right? I understand that's the...
that's part of your job.
That's part of your job.
Eggs over easy.
That's why you can't look.
Fried toast, 3 coffees, cream on the side.
That's called waitressing. Working at my house.
The butter for me.
Working at my house is closer to show business than being a waitress. Okay, to take off those headphones and realize what you do for a living. You do what a 10-year-old does. Now get out of here.
Do you want mayo on that?
No, with Albert Brooks, the coffee's hot.
I had to set him straight because he was getting delusional.
I guess so. It's very easy for him too. He just really has the ability to just float away.
He loses touch with reality.
Yeah.
All right, go back and get in touch with reality.
Are your feet on the ground now?
Yeah. Are your feet on the ground?
No, they're not. My foot's going to be somewhere, Robin.
Right. We got to take a break. We'll be back right after these words.
Return to the Howard Stern Show.
That's the music of the cult behind me. Isn't that great?
I like it.
Makes you want to kill yourself, doesn't it?
No.
Makes me think.
That's music to kill yourself?
Yeah, I get depressed when I listen to the music. I like anything that makes me depressed. I like.
I don't know why that is. But
I don't know. I love that.
Yeah, you love to be depressed.
That's another thing I'm worried about with my film. I want the right music in the film. So how do you arrange all that?
It can't be depressing.
No, I want it depressing. I want everyone to leave the theater ready to kill themselves. It'll be different. All these feel-good movies.
Yeah, not a feel-good movie.
I want everyone to leave like, oh, geez, I hate myself in my life.
People be shooting each other. And they walk
I think once people see my film and once they see my life on the screen, they'll feel actually better about themselves. I think they'll feel a little more normal. You know, you go back to that production studio where there's Scott the engineer, and there's such cigarette smoking going on.
Well, there's a haze.
There's a haze in there. He smokes so much that I can't take it. I hate it. So did you tell me you just walked back there? And what was he doing? He wasn't smoking for once.
No, he was dubbing a movie.
You know how he always says he doesn't have time to do stuff for me?
He's always very busy.
Robin comes in, she goes, Scott's back there dubbing Jurassic Park because he's too cheap to spend the $12 to go buy it. He's making a copy. Don't they put a protection guard on those?
Yeah, it's all messed up, the screen.
And he's back there.
He's still working on it.
Can you imagine if our general manager walked back there and saw Scott dubbing Jurassic Park?
Forget about it.
Oh, man.
He'd probably be suspended.
Yeah. Where is he? I got a guy here named Jan Sharon.
Yes?
How are you, Jan?
I'm doing fine, Howard.
Jan comes once a year to check Scott's lungs to see how old they are. And Scott hates this. And Scott said to Gary, you better not book that guy anymore on the show. That was a year ago. Do you know that? Scott doesn't want you coming in here?
Yeah, and as a matter of fact, when Gary called me, he says, that day, Scott said, you better not book him. And Gary called me that afternoon. So...
Yeah.
You bastard.
Yeah. Well, Jan is here. Jan is here to see if Scott's still alive, because we can't tell. And Scott hates this.
Why, though? I mean, if I had
I think his wife doesn't like it either.
Problem,
yeah.
I would want to know what I'm doing to my lungs.
Well, Jan's got this cool machine. Now, first of all, hey, Scott, come on in here and take your test like a man.
Yeah, stop watching that movie.
Yeah, stop watching Jurassic Park.
Leave the dinosaurs.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm under stress. I gotta light up 4 cigarettes before I get to the studio.
He's smoking one. Where is he? All right, get in here. Scott, get in here for your oh, very nice. You look very handsome today.
He wants no parts of me.
You hate Jan, right? You
I don't hate him. I hate you.
Why do you hate me?
Well, you're the one that can, constantly insists on doing this after you proved I'm dead already.
No. Here's the deal. The first time Jan was in here was 1992. He measured your lungs, and what you found, Jan, was that, if I'm reading this right, Scott's lung age was 83. He had the lungs of an 83-year-old man.
And that was in 1992?
You then gave him the test, and this test is called a spirometry?
Spirometry. It's a pulmonary function test.
Spirometry.
You're so good.
Like I'm supposed to know that.
That's all right.
He's laughing at me like I'm supposed to know that.
Oh, well,
you guys made up the name. I didn't. And then the second time you did this was in 1993.
Right.
And you predicted that the lung age, it says it right here, 105 years.
Yes, his lungs are advancing rapidly in age.
Yeah.
I will say this, okay? When we administered that second test at 105 years, Scott's effort was not all that fantastic. So obviously it registered less than what it should be.
Right.
So right now, Scott, in this room, take a look around. I am your best friend because I can make this go down.
How much did you say?
Scott, be honest, how many packs a day you smoke?
I told you 2.
And what happens? Why do you get so angry when you take this test? Don't you want to know the condition of your lungs? Yeah. Maybe it'll make you stop smoking.
Because we've done it twice already, and I think you've proved your point.
But what if your lungs... Has anyone's lungs ever been like 150 years old?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
How about decomposing?
I predict it'll read that his lungs were stolen.
2 holes in my chest.
We're not there anymore.
And his wife hates this.
Right, I don't know.
Your wife drives you nuts when you do this, right? She hates... Why does she hate you getting your lungs tested? I would think she'd want you to get your lungs tested.
Well, I think she feels it's not a legitimate test.
Oh, she's a scientist.
Under these conditions.
Honey, it's not legitimate.
Then why would she get upset since it's not legitimate?
Jan, isn't it a legitimate test?
It's a legitimate test. I go into people's homes. I go into nursing homes. I go into physicians' offices.
So this isn't an unusual place to do it.
The equipment is made by Puritan Bennett, and they've been in respiratory business from like the year 1.
Okay.
It's legitimate. Come on, you know it is.
Oh, come on. It's not like I have tuberculosis.
So what about and what are you doing back there? You're dubbing Jurassic Park?
Yeah.
Jurassic.
What? I thought you're so busy you don't have time for anything.
You put the movie in, you turn it on, you hit record, and then I don't have to do anything else.
And why can't you just go buy a good copy of it? Don't you want to see it like on a good? It's like $12, Scott.
No.
But you know what you got to do? You got to tell Ralph not to bring these things in.
Yeah. Who put Ralph bringing his in?
I didn't even ask him. He had it here.
Oh, he had it here. And how did you hook up with him?
I just saw it.
Oh, let me dub that.
When I dropped the cigarette, I saw that.
You can't dub it anyway. It's got copyright.
I see. How many cigarettes have you had today?
16.
I don't know.
Be honest. How many have you smoked so far? 8? That's a lot, isn't it, Jan? Already for this time of morning?
Yeah, I got some questions here that we're going to determine, exactly what's what.
Like what? I ask him some questions.
All right.
We are?
Yeah.
I thought that the fact is that I smoke and I should stop.
That's all right.
That would be enough.
We're trying to just determine how bad a shape you're in.
Well, Scott did try to quit a few weeks ago, but he went right back.
Try again.
I tried to quit. You know what it was? He got a cold, a bad upper respiratory infection.
Yeah.
So he goes, I don't have any desire to smoke. I'll quit. You know when you get a sore throat, you were a smoker.
Yeah.
When you get a sore throat,
you quit.
You quit because it hurt. You hate it. And Scott hasn't learned yet that as soon as he gets better, he's going to go right back to it.
All right, while I'm doing this, I'd like to get Karen in here and put the, we have an oximeter. It's going to measure the amount of oxygen in your blood.
I don't have any oxygen. I don't have any blood. So,
smoke in my veins.
I smoked it. I have pure tar running through my arteries.
This is your nurse? Very attractive woman. How do you do, ma'am?
Ooh.
Oh, yes.
Karen.
Yeah, hi, Karen.
Ooh, got a cigarette?
Now you want to take the test, huh, Scott?
What? Right here.
Okay.
Nurse, are you married?
No.
Nurse is available.
I used to be quite a bon vivant in my day.
The reason I smoke is to look attractive in front of girls like you.
So I can be cool. Does it turn you on?
Okay.
Scott hates this. He almost has tears in his eyes. Are you going to cry?
Boo.
Why do you hate this so much? I don't understand. Wouldn't you want to know?
No, after doing it twice, I think you've proved your point.
No.
I still smoke, and it hasn't gotten any better, obviously. So what are you going to do?
I'm just curious to see how old your lungs are.
Yeah, what do you think his age is now?
Skeletal.
Jan.
Let's hope it hasn't gotten any worse.
Will you predict how old you think Scott's lungs have aged in a year? He's been smoking a lot.
He was 105 last year.
Yeah, last year he was 105.
Well, got to be at least 120, right?
Probably more.
Really? Could it be as much as 150?
Can I sort of take this off?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, you can take his headphones off. Now, what are you going to do? You clip something to his ear?
Yep.
Now, what will that tell us, Jan?
Well, over here.
Yeah. Just tell me what we're going to... Just give me the bottom line.
All right, it's going to tell you the oxygen saturation and the pulse rate.
All right, how long is that going to take?
There it is.
It's automatic.
It's
all right, now what is it saying?
It says his oxygen saturation is 94%.
Now, what does that mean?
Pulse rate is 85.
And what does that mean?
His saturation is dropping now.
Oh.
It's just we're going to just record it, and you'll be able to see what happens over a period of time as he moves around.
Oh, I see.
He'll be using up more oxygen.
See, while he's sitting there resting, maybe he can hold on to some oxygen. But when he starts moving around,
I see.
And he can't breathe.
When Scott starts breathing,
well, yeah, we're going to get him up and move him around a little bit, just like running in place or something.
I see.
Don't run in place.
Don't
do any exercise.
He'll collapse. Well, my guess, Fred has guessed 160 years old. Jackie has guessed 168. Robin, your guess?
I'm going to be on Scott's side and say 125.
I'm going to say 150. Billy, you want to take a guess? 150 as well. Billy's the last guess. He always gets it right. Do you have your microphone on, Billy?
I don't think it's working.
Good. That's good. That's a very big help to me. Okay.
Scott,
did you set up Billy's microphone today?
Is it in the B position?
This is the B position.
No. How come it's not?
That's Fred's job to put it in. He's done with the cart machine. He has to put it in B.
Little David just asked me if he could have Scott's job when he died.
Hey, little David. David, how many years do you think Scott is on his lungs?
I think he's going to die right now.
You think he's going to drop dead during the test? All right, good. All right. Now, can you start? I got to take a commercial break. So, where's a good time to do that?
Well, I just want to ask some questions and then...
All right, ask him a few questions.
I'm a Sagittarius and I love to dance.
Scott, how soon after you wake up do you have your first cigarette? Within 30 minutes or after 30 minutes?
After 30 minutes.
After 30 minutes.
I like how he answers, too. He answers like in a monotone.
Because last time it was...
Yeah, like a broken...
It was before.
30 minutes. Sometimes it is. I mean, most days it's after 30 minutes.
After 30 minutes. After 30 minutes.
You have a cup of coffee with your first cigarette?
No.
No coffee, no caffeine?
When I'm home.
A cup of tar, maybe.
Do you find it difficult to refrain from smoking in places where it's forbidden, like a library, a theater?
Yes,
no,
I can.
Oh, come on!
Yes,
when you're going on a plane, I like how you don't even answer this honestly.
I can do that.
When we're going on a plane. When we're going on a plane, you start smoking like 2 and 3 cigarettes at a time to store up like...
You're in the terminal with 5 cigarettes in your mouth.
That's before. He asked me while I was there.
And you find it hard. You go crazy on a 6-hour flight to Los Angeles.
Well, it's not easy, but I can do it.
That's the question.
You didn't say that. You said you find it difficult.
No, I don't find it difficult.
You just said it's not easy. So
it's not easy, but it's not difficult either.
It's not easy, but it's not difficult. The answer is yes. Go ahead.
All right. Of all the cigarettes...
It's not my answer.
You put tobacco under your armpits so your body will soak in nicotine. You know, yeah, the guy doesn't find it difficult. He's sitting there complaining the whole time.
That's not true.
All right.
This chair is uncomfortable. This smoke, I need a cigarette. Where's my smokeless cigarette?
Which of all the cigarettes that you smoke in the day, which one do you find the most satisfying? The first one in the morning, Or as Jackie said, the next one?
No, the first one or the last one at night?
Right. The
Which
one in between cigarettes.
The first one in the morning?
Yeah, the first one.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Good answer.
Good answer.
Just would have.
All right, how many cigarettes do you smoke in a day?
40.
40 a day?
All right.
Yeah, that's a 2-pack.
Why don't you be honest?
Look at that.
Why don't you be honest?
75. 40 times 2. Why don't I be honest? 40.
Is it 40?
40 to 50. How about that?
40 to 50.
40 to 50.
So it's 2 to 2.5 packs a day.
Mm-hmm.
Probably
you've been
more.
Smoking for 22 years, right?
Approximately.
I'm very proud of that. I have longevity.
All right.
I stick with something when I start.
Yeah. 22 years times the 2 packs is 44-pack years added to your 42 now, right?
Yes.
Which means that your lung age should be about 86.
Oh.
Okay. I mean, that's...
I think you can beat that guy.
Yeah, you might.
86 sounds good.
Do you smoke more in the first 2 hours of the day than during the rest of the day?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Yes, I do.
A lot of pressure. A lot of pressure first
Now,
day.
this one will bring back...
the piracy guide.
How do I defeat this? Today I had a big pressure morning. I had to figure out how to tape Jurassic Park.
Son of a bitch, Steven Spielberg, screwing me up.
He put a guard on the tape.
Piracy. Yeah. Better take back his Oscar.
All right. All right. Now this one's going to bring back memories. Do you smoke when you are so ill that you have to stay in bed most of the day?
I smoke when I'm dead.
I smoke through an IV.
Scott, when you were in bed with that back pain, you didn't smoke?
No.
All right.
Oh,
no.
He smokes through an
I
illness.
had cigarette enemas. Burned my cheek 3 times.
I got cigarette burns on my cheek. 50 cigarettes.
Do you think that this ridicule would make him quit?
Never. He likes it.
I tried.
David, you having fun over there in the corner?
He's having a blast. Yeah. This is hilarious.
50 cigarettes. Let's see. If I'm awake 16 hours, that's a little more than 1 cigarette every 20 minutes. It's 20 minutes between every cigarette, so...
That's about right, too.
Yes.
That's about right. It takes 20 minutes for it to start leveling out.
Exactly. That's when I need my next one.
That's when I need my next fix.
The nicotine content, is it a low, medium, or high? Do you have a pack on you?
No.
Low?
What was that?
Nicotine content of the cigarette.
He smoked a
What do you
low
smoke?
nicotine cigarette. Merit.
I smoke Merits. I'm proud of it. The best cigarette ever made.
All right. And do you inhale the smoke from your cigarette?
Inhale
I
it.
the ashtray.
I lick the ashtray.
No smoke escapes me.
I inhale burning houses.
I inhale the secondhand smoke. I suck the smoke out of strangers. Hey, buddy, you smoking that? Aren't you done yet, Fred?
All right.
Oh, by the way, for a DJ, call 1-900 body bag 5040.
You know, I've started something new. I smoke under an umbrella. The smoke does not escape me.
Traps it like terrarium.
Exactly.
I am a rebreather.
Cigarette biosphere.
All right, go ahead.
Do you want to stop smoking?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
Have you stopped smoking
So I
or
can
tried
start
to
again.
quit in the past?
Yes.
I love to quit so I can start again.
I always look forward to that.
In order for me to quit, you'll have to cut off my arm.
I quit every 20 minutes.
I'm building a little glass bubble around my head, kind of a cancerarium.
My goal in life is to smoke through one of those little blowholes in my throat.
That's living.
That's living. Then I don't have to hurt my lips on the cigarettes.
All right, go ahead. I can't wait to find out the age of his
Have you
life.
ever participated in an organized smoking cessation program or used any kind of self-help thing like hypnotism?
Yes.
Or
I've tried it all.
I will smoke. I will smoke.
Was it successful at all?
No.
Look at me. Are you an idiot? Obviously not.
I eat my cigarettes. How could it be
My
successful?
lungs are 500 years old.
Those margins.
Now,
Unbelievable.
one of the most important questions, do you think that you can successfully stop smoking?
Got your answer.
Do you think you could quit?
Yes.
You do.
No.
You still believe that?
Yes. When I die.
And do you believe that you'll gain weight if you quit?
Yes.
No, I am an exerciser. I light a cigarette, and that is my workout. My arms are developed.
Cancer aerobics.
Ketchup aerobics.
All right, you ready? So now that you asked him those questions, what happens?
Now we're going to test the test.
Did the questions affect the outcome of his lung age?
No, it just gives us an idea as to where he's at, if he can stop smoking, where the addiction level is with the
I have a question.
So, Jan, why don't you get everything set up? When we come back, we will find out Scott's lung age.
Okay.
Is that correct?
That is correct.
How long does it take the actual test for Scott to breathe and stuff?
It would take about 5 minutes to perform the whole test.
So you want to start doing it in the commercials?
We might as well, and we'll have,
You want to start it here?
We did it twice.
You do? So you can do the second one when we get back from commercial?
Right, and I'll take the best of the two.
Because then he'll be really blue for the camera.
What?
Maybe you don't remember. Maybe you don't remember the test.
But it's funny to watch.
Yeah, because this is the one where Scott blows into the tube, but Jay goes, go, 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 go.
All right, I don't think my audience wants to miss that.
No.
Well, Scott really gets red and blue. He turns color.
Yeah, okay. We don't want to miss him turning red and blue.
I have a question for the doctor.
Yes.
Can I smoke during the test?
Yeah, we're getting close to his 20 minutes. He might freak out on us.
Absolutely. Can he smoke during the test?
No. Well, not, at least not in here. My son has asthma. I don't want him exposed to it.
I see. A slacker, huh?
All right. Jan Sharon is with us, and Nurse Nancy, is it?
No.
Karen. Yes, Nurse Karen. And, of course, Nurse Karen.
So great. We have people to take care of Scott when he faints.
All right. We'll be back right after these words to find out the lung age of our engineer, Scott.
Let's return to the Howard Stern Show.
Now, that's Stuttering John's music behind me. All right, listen, we're here with Scott the engineer. We're here with Jan Sharon. Hey, Jan, what's your company do? What is the name of your company?
It's Central Physiological Laboratory.
And would people go there to test their lungs?
No, we go to the patients.
I see.
We go to the patients. We test the lungs. We test blood.
Really? You can make a good living doing that?
Well, we try, but I'm sure Hillary and Bill are taking care of that real fast.
Oh, I see.
Especially with the small companies,
I see. Interesting.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know you were political. Oh, there you go. Nurse Karen is with you.
Yeah.
Obviously, Nurse Karen, very devoted to your practice and very exciting kind of nurse. I'd like to go to work with Nurse Karen every day myself. Yes. I assume there is a Mrs. Jan Sharon, is that correct?
Yes, there is.
Yes, you must be thrilled with Nurse Karen. All right, very good.
All right. So
nothing going on between you two, is that correct? Absolutely not?
No,
you want to take a test? Is there a test to test you for that? All right,
nothing
Scott
you can blow into for that, huh?
Yeah, right. Scott the engineer is here. Scott the engineer smokes more than any man on the planet.
That's not true.
Oh, he says 2.5 packs a day.
You are a professional smoker. I don't know what else you do.
And Scott, you don't even do smoke rings. Let's clear that up. You don't do any of that. You just smoke.
He wants to hold on to
that
smoke.
smoke in, and that's
it. And you smoke it right down. You didn't ask him the key question. How far down the cigarette do you smoke? You smoke all the way down, don't you?
He smokes the filter.
Yeah, he does.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
He does. Now, Jan, now let's get to this. This is the thing we've all been waiting for.
Okay.
Scott is now going to take a test. You're going to have him blow into something.
Right. And we're going to see how old his lungs are.
All right.
All right, Scott, how old are you?
42.
But he looks like 50.
Well,
how tall are you?
6'1". 210.
We were in here being tested during the commercials. You know, for like how much oxygen your blood can get. And Scott had the worst. He was like 90.
And he's just sitting.
92.
With the lowest being 89%. Mind you that for Medicare, you need an 88% to qualify.
So he almost qualifies for Medicare.
Yeah, for oxygen under Medicare
like
guidelines.
I took the test. It was like I was 97, and I had a low heart rate, which was what was my heart rate? 68 or something, which is very low. What was Scott's heart rate?
Oh, Scott's about the
85
right
or
there.
Take a look. 85 or something.
That's what it was before.
Now, Jackie.
Oh, yeah. Well,
I knew it.
He jumped around. He went from 85 to 97 to 104.
His heart rate.
His heart is volatile. It's just all over the place.
Oh, yeah. It's got like one is really bad, right?
Well, what I'd like to do is we're gonna do the test. I'm gonna put the pulse ox back on your finger. We're gonna move you around a little bit, and we'll see how low we can get you.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
And
he said, Scott, you don't hardly get any oxygen to your blood, and you have a bad heart rate. Jackie was the healthiest out of everyone.
What did I tell you the other day? He's healthier than you.
It makes me sick.
He had
Jackie drinks, smokes pot, he does everything wrong, and he's healthy as a horse.
Scott's heart is leaping around in the cavity looking for oxygen.
Searching.
Jackie's going to outlive everyone on the show.
Well, that's the whole thing. Somehow Jackie has found the right combination of all these bad things.
Yeah, and
to improve your life.
She's a medical mystery.
Nothing flaps the joke, man.
All right. So quickly, let's take this test now. Find out how old Scott's lungs are. Now, Scott, go ahead.
Scott,
Jan, cut with all the crap and just get right to the good part.
Stick
we're
that tube
going to do it.
Yeah.
I'm going to put some nose clips on your nose. I'm going to give you a mouthpiece. You're going to seal your lips around the mouthpiece, and you're going to breathe as I tell you to breathe. I'm going to tell you to take a breath in. I'm going to tell you to blow out all the way. I'm going to tell you to take another deep breath in, and then blow out as hard and as fast as you can.
Okay.
Now I'm going to give you some nose clips to put on your nose so we don't lose any air through that.
Hey, can you give me nose clips so I don't smell his cigarettes?
Well, could we also say, Scott, would you put your best effort into this? This is your age, you know, we're trying to do.
Yeah, we're trying to find out the age of your lungs.
Remember, Scott, that last time we came up to 105, but I think it came up to 105 because you didn't
What
give
if we
the
get
effort.
better this time?
I think he was giving it all his effort, Jan. No offense.
Yeah,
I know Scott. He's a guy who tries.
Okay.
He is?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Tries to
here we
tape
go.
Jurassic Park.
I'm taping.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Load him up on the finger.
Yeah.
Okay.
Clip his nose.
Technology don't scare me.
Look at him. Look how funny this is going to look on TV. We got to air this tonight.
Oh, that's funny. I love the nose clip.
We're airing the 3-part Pamela Anderson tonight on the E Network.
that's
Just for people to know.
You can put this in the
You'll be
bag
Friday.
Oh, look at me. I've got my nose clipped.
All right, Scott, don't laugh. It's time for you to
Hey,
work.
Scott, you know what you look like? You look like me before oral sex.
Oh, man.
Oh, excuse me. Try to move around a little, baby.
All right. Scott, put this in your mouth.
He looks better that way.
Thank you.
Deep breath in. Seal your
for
lips.
him.
Deep breath in. In. Deep. Blow. Go. More. Harder. Faster. Keep going. Okay.
I'd like to have Jan's job. Telling people with bad lungs this.
All right. We didn't.
Are you all right, Scott?
It didn't register.
No, it didn't register at all.
Why? What does that mean?
We need the air through here. That's what we need.
Oh, you want air? Okay.
You mean he didn't do it hard enough? Maybe he's really sick.
I don't think he can get much air.
In. Blow. Go. More. Keep going.
He's going to drop dead.
All right, good.
All right.
Oh, you want air, eh?
How do you do?
Not good.
What is it?
Oh, Scott,
Okay.
you've gotten worse.
All right, hey, don't drive him crazy. Whatever he scores, he scores.
What do we do now?
What are we doing
now? Breathe.
Deep breath in. In. Blow. Go. No, you open
What?
your mouth.
He's doing great.
No,
What?
he's not keeping a seal around
He's not
his mouth.
keeping a seal.
You guys
You got
gotta
to keep it tight.
You got to wrap your lips around that thing, Scott.
You would know how to do that.
Why don't you come over and show me, baby?
Hey, Scott, Jan told me Jessica Tandy scored higher. Yesterday. And she's in the grave.
Okay, we're going to try this again. You've got to keep your lips tight around the mouthpiece.
Good, I
I want
understand.
all the air going in and out through here.
Okay.
Don't breathe through your nose.
Don't cheat.
And also, Scott, blow out before you start the test so that you're empty.
Ugh, easy for you to say, Rob. I never cheat on my tests.
I'm trying to help him.
I don't care.
I want a cigarette. This test is taking too long for Scott.
Sorry.
He looks great with that nose.
I love it.
Open up. In. Blow! Go! More! Keep going! All the way! Okay, deep breath in. In. Okay, great.
Now,
Very good.
how old are his lungs?
Oh, I don't know. We got to print it.
Oh, you gotta print it. All right, so you got. Scott, is it hard doing that?
The quality control on here says that it's not good and that he should do it again because
he's just so poor at it.
He's got to blow out harder. We're trying to get.
But maybe that's all he can do.
Maybe he can't do it.
Maybe Jan, why don't you face up to it that the guy can't do it?
The best I can.
That's it. I'm
Jan,
doing it.
He's doing it. You don't get it. Jan thinks that Scott's holding back.
Right.
I've seen Scott
Are
breathe.
you really breathing, blowing in there as hard as you can?
I'm blowing.
Are you blowing as hard as you can?
Wow.
Oh, boy.
Things curtains for me.
Make this quick. I gotta finish Jurassic Park.
You're not going to make him do that again, are you?
Now we're going to do the other one. The 15 seconds rapid breathing.
Uh-oh.
That's
the killer.
Favorite.
That's the killer.
Gary, go bring me a shovel.
You know, Scott may not get to see Jurassic Park.
I barely might make the commercials.
Now, what's it say, Jan? Boy.
It looks better than the last time.
It does?
Call 911.
Gary, call the 911.
Right.
What does it say?
It's printing. It's not finished yet.
Well, you made him take the test 100 times. No wonder. No second chance. All right, here we go. I guess so.
I guess so.
Why don't you just say hang on to this. Put your lips around the mouthpiece. And go. In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. All right, stop. No, you didn't.
What do you mean you didn't?
It doesn't register.
Because the guy doesn't have any lung capacity.
Of course I do.
Hold it steady. Just hold this steady.
Jane, you've done this before?
Play video games here? What's going on?
Video games. He playing video games. Playing video games here.
Go. In and out. In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. That's it. Just a little bit more. Come on. A little faster, a little faster, a little faster, a little faster, a little faster. That's it. Keep going. Just a couple more seconds.
I'm exhausted.
Okay, great. That's enough. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
Off now.
Jackie's face.
What's his pulse while all that's going on?
Yeah, what's going on with his pulse?
Whoa.
130.
130.
Breathing tires.
I have 99 items. Look at that.
Oh, my God.
He's breathing at 130?
No, that his pulse was 130 from all that.
He's going to live till 1:30.
ETA. Is that Central or Eastern?
Scott, you'll be happy to know.
Oh, I'm sure I'll be happy.
You'll be happy to know this did come out a little bit better.
Good.
His lung age is 79 years.
There you go.
79.
So, Jim, what are you saying?
I could keep smoking.
No.
I'm getting better and better. See?
Well, I don't understand what you're saying here. You're saying his lungs got better from smoking?
No, what we did was I tried to get the best effort that I possibly could.
I went from 105 to 79.
I don't know why you did that.
From 105 because I don't think the effort was there.
Yeah.
To now, the first test was at 83. You have the test right there.
Yes.
Lung age was 83. We calculated it to be
what a disappointment.
About 86.
86 and 79.
You came up with 79.
Well,
now he's considering. See, that makes him go back and smoke.
Are you going to go have a cigarette?
Oh yeah. I'm going to smoke 3 packs a day now.
Oh, I was just going to say you can have an extra pack a day now.
Yeah.
Well, Jan, it's always interesting to check Scott's lung age. It's funny anyway, but
I did bring you something back from the respiratory show. It is a little keychain for you. It's a cigarette pack.
There you go.
What a comedian this guy is.
Jan's real funny.
You should have him open for you.
All right, Scott, I did promise you a plug since you let us take your lung age, because he gets all bummed out when we do it.
I'd rather have a bucket of talk.
What is your number again for your disco business if people want to hire you for their weddings or bar mitzvahs?
718-BAG. 50
Body bag.
And shouldn't they start booking you for Christmas?
Christmas parties are going fast. The dates are...
and so am I.
Yeah.
718.
But I'll still be around by Christmas.
By the way, I bring my own smoke machine.
718.
Me.
That comes complete with a smoke machine.
God, I hold 2 flashlights and I dance around. I'm like a Joshua Light show.
718-BAG 5040.
You got it.
And, Jan, you need a plug here or something?
I can always use a plug.
Go ahead. Give yourself a plug. What do you do?
From Central Physiological Labs, Central Medical. We do all the diagnostic, the lung testing. We deal with infant monitors, apnea monitors.
All right. There you go. And where are you located?
We're located in Chester, Pennsylvania, area code 610-874-8384.
All right. There you go. Jan Sharon, Nurse Karen, and Scott the engineer at 718-BAG 5040. Very good. And Nurse Karen, where will you be dancing this weekend? No dancing? That's too bad. And David, thank you as well. All right, very good. And we'll be back after these words with your phone calls. Jackie, new rave joke page Marling to order Jackie's comedy CD or cassette. It's $10 plus $3 shipping and handling. Indian Summer Special, buy 2, get 1 free. Call 1-800-323-KING. And Friday night, October 21st, at my father's place in Bayside, Queens, it's Jackie. Oh, yeah. Woo. For raunchy jokes and info, call 516-922-WINE. Remember, 922-WINE is not a pay service.
No, not a pay service.
Okay.
No.
Let's go to our very busy phones, Robin. And let me tell you the news out of Dallas. Let's see. Got some good news here. We went from 7th place to 2nd place.
Ooh.
Let's see.
That means we have to be at least beating at least one country station.
Well, we're beating all the country stations. The only thing we have left to beat in Dallas. Oh my. Oh, here it is. Okay. So we want to thank our fans in Dallas. We were waiting for you to wake up.
Yeah.
But we are on. Let's see. We are at a. I guess I remember what station we're on. I think wearing those 10-gallon hats has helped us while we do the show.
You think?
We, of course, have a 6.9. The station ahead of us is some big fat country guy.
Okay, because we
Real
have
corny.
the country problem there.
Yeah, he's got a 7.2. We have a 6.9, and everybody else has,
Oh, we're breathing down his neck then.
Yeah, I think everyone's freaking out in Dallas. And I'm very happy for our station down there. The Eagle.
They must be,
That's our station.
Incredibly pleased.
Yes. And we beat the one country guy named B.O. McStupid. And we are just about closing in on the other guy. All right?
We'll work for food.
Yeah.
We'll work for food.
We'll work for food. And smart move, we want to congratulate our general manager, Donna Fidel, for coming up with that great idea, having Lee Harvey Oswald doing the traffic. So that was very good.
She's an innovator.
She is a brilliant, brilliant woman, a very sexy woman as well. Very strange woman. All right, very good. So we're excited by that news, Robin, and who knows, yahoo, we might be going to Dallas very soon. Yeehaw! Don't make us number one too fast, because while I'm filming the movie, I can't go to Dallas.
We won't be going anywhere.
We ain't going anywhere. Sit home. What is it, Gaga Goalie?
Guess who got up a little early to come visit us?
Who?
Al Michael.
Oh, he's here already?
Yeah.
I want to take some phone calls.
Okay, you take a few. He knows he's early.
He does?
Yeah.
I don't like to keep a guy like that.
We were going to see Al today.
Aren't you excited?
Yes.
Yeah, Al's great. And now we could ask Al what happened the night of the big Baba Booey phone call. I can't wait to go through it with Al. Al Michaels is a great guy.
You know, Alex Wallow sort of booked Al Michaels on the show, and he said, I think the way he put it to me was, Al's ready to come in and take his lumps.
Yeah. Al Michaels. Let me just take a couple of phone calls, and we'll get Al right in here. Al Michaels is a really cool guy. He's the guy, of course, who was there during the O.J. phone call, so we'll get to hear that again.
Yeah.
And hear Al's. We'll hear behind the scenes what happened. Oh, I can't wait.
We'll hear what Al was thinking when he heard this phone call come on and saw how Peter Jennings was handling it.
Yeah, now I can't concentrate on my phone calls because I'm dying to talk to Al. But all right.
It's been a long time coming.
Yeah. Al had to lay low and not talk to us for a while.
Well,
all
he
right.
seemed to be personally affected by this whole thing.
Who, Al?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he was a friend of OJ's. They've worked together.
Yeah, this is cool. I can't wait to talk to Al. What is it, Jaggy? Nothing? Okay. Hey, you're on the air.
Hey, Howard. You can tell us where your book signing's going to be on Long Island?
Well, I'm glad you asked that.
Yeah, what happened with that?
Well, I'm going to be honest about it and tell you I canceled it.
Really?
Really?
Well, because the Jews were complaining. They said on a Saturday it's not... No, I'll tell you why I canceled it. They had a bookstore selected.
Yes.
Can I tell you why?
Yes.
Okay. I felt that if I was going to do a book signing around the new paperback, I would do it on Long Island because Long Island is, where I live, where I grew up, and also they're very supportive of this radio show.
Yes, they are.
And I felt for my last book signing ever, because after that I wouldn't sign any more books, I would do it on Long Island. So the book company, Simon & Schuster, contacted me and said, we would like you to do it on Saturday, October 22nd.
Mm-hmm.
At such and such time at some bookstore. I said, fine, I'll do it. Then...
Did you say it just like that?
Well, as long as I'm giving my deposition here.
Big bass drum.
So then, you can always tell when I've got a convoluted story here, but I'm trying to make it as simple as possible. So then they called me back and they said, well, the bookstore is now saying... they can't do it on Saturday because they're next door to the Price Club. And the Price Club has a big day on Saturday. They do a lot of business, and they're afraid that my fans will clog up the bookstore.
Right.
I said, look, That's absurd. My fans will come. They'll see the Prize Club. They'll see the bookstore. They'll see everything.
Good for everybody.
My fans shop.
Prize Club.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be a busy day at the mall or whatever the hell it is. Then they told me I couldn't have the band there. I said, fine. Okay, if you can't. I wanted to have Fred's band and Stuttering John's band. But then they said to me, well, you can't have the bands. I said, okay, look. My fans are interested in getting a book signed anyway. Who the hell wants to hear Fred singing all night? So let's...
sing some obscure tune.
Yeah, have Fred singing his music. Yeah, I said, fine, forget the bands. Let's just do the book signing. Everything was squared away. Then they call me up and say, they want you to do it Sunday morning at like 7 in the morning. I said, wait a second.
They're not even open on Sunday morning at 7 in the morning.
I don't want to do a book signing Sunday morning at 7 in the morning.
They didn't want you to do this book signing.
It was sounding like a house. I said, you know what? I said, well, maybe it's not going easy. If you can't find a location, let's cancel it. Quite frankly,
is this the only bookstore on Long Island?
I don't know. There was some talk about doing it in Levittown. I said, where the hell is that? You know, I mean, I don't know. It got all very complicated. It was getting very complicated. I said, you know what? Put it on hold. So if I do a book signing, it'll be on Long Island, but I don't know when. It just got completely out of control. Every time I suggested something, it wasn't going down. So forget it.
Sunday at 7 o'clock. Like, who's going to make that?
Hey, I'm a Christian, damn it. I got to be in church.
That's right.
Yeah.
You got to go to Mass.
That's right. I'm half Christian. And I take that very
You're the
serious.
bell ringer. You got to be there.
Yeah. They have me hunched over in a tower. So anyway, right now I don't have a book signing to report.
Oh.
But, you know, if I ever do one more, it'll be on Long Island, okay?
All right. Another question. Scott going to change his phone number to 718 body bag 5040?
No, it's 718 bag 5040. Thank you.
Okay.
Somebody just faxed in that those letters that make up the bag in his number also spell CAH.
Does it really?
718 5040.
That's funny. Isn't that great?
718 5040.
That's true.
Remember to call 718 5040. Yes. Yes, I know they're humiliating me. Okay, I'll bring home 3 cottons tonight. and I'll rent Jurassic Park at the store.
All right, thank you. All right. Orlando, you're on the air.
Hey, how's it going, Howard?
Fine.
Yeah, I read both books.
The paperback and the hardcover.
I sure did, sir. Fantastic stuff.
Well, I tried to give you a couple of new pages there in the paperback. I hope I was successful.
The only question I have is your movie going to be the most successful NC-17 movie ever made?
Wrong. It's in fact, it will not be NC-17. I predict...
You're going to stay away from the NC-17? Are you afraid of the NC-17?
I'm afraid of the NC-17. I want to make at the worst, an R-rated film.
I don't know, the shaving thing. I don't know.
Well, the shaving
You're going
scene...
to have the interesting camera angle and...
Exactly. There are all kinds of camera angles.
You know what? I'll bet you do have trouble with that board.
Even though it won't even be that bad.
Right.
I know. Oh, I will.
They will take a special look.
Yeah, they'll all be into it.
And there'll be a whole big controversy about re-editing to appease whoever those 5 or 6 people are.
You will get that right.
I mean, in the lesbian sex, too. I mean,
I'm into
actual lesbian sex. We have to see it.
Sex in it?
I'm trying to tell the story of my life and making it available so more than 2 people can see it.
There you go.
You understand what I'm saying? I'm not making a porno film.
That's right.
I'm going for the Academy Award on this one.
I don't think that NC-17 implies that there's not art.
That's right.
Oh, yeah. It's art, but nobody sees it.
Oh,
I don't know. Look at Henry and June. Did you ever see that film?
No, it's NC-17.
I don't know. I'd watch it again and again and again.
You're the only one. Oh, don't be stupid. I told him not to be stupid, that moron.
You could break the
break
rule.
I'm not making a porno film.
Hello?
I am going for art.
Hello?
It'll be good. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about ratings. Let me worry about everything. You sit there and watch it. That's your job. You're on the air.
Are you going to curse a lot?
Yes, there is cursing.
Sex and cursing. Very tough.
No murders. Hello, you're on the air.
Hello, am I on the air?
I said you're on the air.
Yes, I'd like to ask about...
How many times am I going to say you're on the air? Hello? Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello?
I heard somebody say Orlando, and I'm over here in the West Coast.
Hello? Hello?
Am I on the air?
Am I on the air? Hello? I'm over here on the West Coast. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, what can I do for you?
Hello?
Yeah, I was asking about that Gilbert Godfrey. You guys have been on for a while.
Are you on the air?
Yeah, I'm in the air.
Oh, okay.
Gilbert Godfrey. Yes.
Oh, Gilbert Godfrey. Cleveland.
Gilbert Godfrey.
Godfrey.
Hello?
Yes,
I'm on the air?
Yeah, you're on the air.
Oh, hi, Robin. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I have a question for you, darling. When is your book coming out?
In the spring.
In the spring? What's the title?
Quivers.
Quivers? Is it really? Is it really?
That's the working title right now.
Oh, What?
I ain't saying
Not working.
Is it a big book?
It's a big book.
Are you kidding? It's an important book. It'll be very good. Trust me. I've heard one paragraph. I almost fell over.
I don't know what paragraph they read you.
Oh, boy. Hoofa. They first, I was
don't
interviewed.
Tell anybody. I don't want anybody.
I won't say what it was.
Anything.
I was being interviewed by a program.
Yes.
And they were asking me.
And somehow they got a hold of my book.
Yeah. How well do you know Robin Quivers? I said, well, I think I know her very well. You know, I've worked with her a long time. And she's confided in me over the years. I said, well, let me read you a paragraph from her new book. And I said, okay, go ahead. If it's all right with her, then it's all right with me. I mean, maybe she don't want to reveal this to me at this point. So they read it to me, and I said, you're making this up. Robin would never write that. And they said, no, this is from the actual book. I said, well, I think she's gone bonkers. I think she's lost her mind. And then that was the end of the interview. I threw everyone out. I actually grabbed Robin's giant picture off the wall and I said, Robin, I hardly knew ye. All right.
Oh, Howard.
You know what I was thinking a good name for your book would be?
Howard.
A Safe Distance from My Bra. What do you think of that? What is it?
Why don't you come to Cleveland for a book signing?
Oh, stop with that gay voice. You sound so stupid.
Oh,
you don't
shut
talk
up.
like that.
What?
Talk normal. Talk like a man.
I am talking normal.
Oh, okay. You know what? I have no time for you. I have Al Michaels waiting. Goodbye.
Oh, yeah.
I am going to take a short break and be back with Al, who will fill us in on behind the scenes of the OJ call.
All right.
Al Michaels coming in to give us the behind the scenes. What a guy.
He was on the scene.
Yeah, Al Michaels, the great ABC sports commentator.
That's right.
Peter.
Peter Jennings, if you're listening, this isn't really me yet. It's Billy West. I know how frigging confused you get. Lest anyone think this is real, it is not. It is a totally farcical call. Farcical.
All right, let's take a break.
Ted Harbert's a dunce.
Oh.
Let's take a break. Al Michaels will be in here. What is that, Al, about Ted Harbert?
He's an idiot. A potato head.
And you're not being farcical, are you?
Farcical. Totally farcical.
All right.
Lest anyone think this is real, it is not.
Lest anyone think.
That's my favorite part of the call. We're going to take a break, and we'll walk through it with Al, and we'll find out what happens during the OJ call, what the pandemonium is.
Yeah, and what he's thinking as it's going on.
Yes.
Ted Harbert's SATs barely hit double figures.
All right, Al, you calm down. You'll get your chance.
Dunderhead.
All right, we'll be back right after this with more Al Michaels. All right, I'm anxious to get in Al Michaels. Al Michaels.
You know, OJ was missing some hair, Howard.
Is that right?
But they found it on Ron Goldman.
Oh.
The great Al Michaels.
Here he is.
Wow, look at you.
I can't
look at you, you son of a bitch.
There he is, that
look at
happy
you.
fella.
How are you, Al?
Yeah, I knew this day of reckoning was coming.
Yeah. Al Michaels, of course. You know what? We didn't even bother calling you after the famous OJ phone call.
Thank God.
Because we knew you couldn't talk about it. All hell must have broken loose.
God.
Did you talk to Peter Jennings personally anytime?
Robin, good to see you at the top of your game.
Oh, I see.
I love you. Billy Knock, I don't want to hear a thing from you. This is going to be like Radio Free Europe today.
Well, Billy does a good impression of Al Michaels.
No kidding.
Yeah, and you do such a... Does anyone else on the planet do a better Al Michaels than Billy?
Well, you know, the voice is real good, but as I told you the last time, Billy is nothing but a generic announcer when he imitates me. He makes me sound like every guy you've ever heard on an FM station in Albany.
Billy, Al Michaels?
That was Billy. This is me, Howard.
Knock it off, Billy. Let me hear your you downs, Billy.
All right, anyway, so Al, it's very exciting to us that we have Al Michaels as a fan because Al Michaels, let's face it, has the inside scoop on everything that goes on at ABC.
Yeah.
And is not afraid to talk about it because he's such a big fan of the show. And you know what it is? You're not, I suspect a lot of people.
I don't know why he's not afraid.
I don't know. He's not, but I suspect there are a lot of people in show business, in Hollywood, in New York, and all these different locations in television, film, who are fans of the show but do not admit it.
Exactly.
And
or all of a sudden now that it's become sort of in vogue. I mean, you're at the cover of Time and all of that. They're your pal. But where were they?
They're coming out of the closet
I got to tell you something. Yeah. I don't see anyone coming out of the closet now. It's still Al Michaels is the only one.
They're going back into the closet,
even with being on the cover of Time. It doesn't make a difference. But here you are my friend because, you're my show business friend. We don't get together off the air because that would ruin it. You would see what a drip I am. I've often said that. Yeah, exactly. So the point is we have fun on the air, and we after the O.J. phone call to Peter Jennings, and you were so brilliant in that. I don't know if you heard us reenact it on the air.
Only about 49 times.
Yeah,
that's all,
Isn't that a great call, though?
It's incredible.
It is an incredible call. Now take me through this. Should I play the call first, or should I stop it at different points so you can tell me what's going on? Why were you in the studio that night?
I'm in the studio because they want me to do, before O.J. is on the lam, they asked me to go down to the studio and do a Nightline backgrounder piece.
Right. On O.J.
On O.J. because I've known O.J. for 1,000 years.
Were you in shock?
At that point,
yeah.
I mean, it was a bizarre week, and
it was shocking.
I live in the neighborhood. I live 5 blocks from O.J. I'm right there.
You mean that's your hometown?
You could have been out for a walk that night.
I could have been. I live in the late great Brentwood.
I'm not sure Al Michaels wasn't an accomplice.
Oh no!
Come on, be honest.
Judge Ito, that was Howard and Billy. They're only.
Hey, will you be called into the trial for any reason?
No, I can't.
As a character witness or something?
After the show, I'm liable.
Yeah, right.
That's why he's here.
Well, Judge Ito admits to listening. Judge Ito, isn't that great?
The Judge the greatest. Howard, I envision this for your movie. There's a scene where Judge Ito is, when I drive around in Los Angeles and I'll be stopped at a stoplight, it's 8:30 in the morning.
Yes.
And I'm uproarious and I look over and the guy in the next car's laughing like crazy. I know he's listening to you. It's as simple as that. And I keep picturing Judge Ito at a stoplight in downtown L.A. going to court, maybe in his robes.
Yes,
I see him in the robes
listening to you guys.
And like nothing on under his robe. You know what I mean? He's like playing with himself.
He's the greatest. I can't believe Judge Ito is a sternaholic.
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't stopped commenting on the Howard Stern show.
Twice he's done it.
But what's cool about it is actually you bring up a good place for cameos in the movie. We have Judge Ito, you in your car, you and Judge Ito pull up next to each other and are laughing
like crazy. The whole Peter Jennings thing, and then Al would have his own.
And like you roll down the window from your Rolls Royce, like in the Grey Poupon commercial, and you go, and Judge Ito turns to you and goes, "Al Michael."
Are you listening to Howard?
If you listen to Howard, he like us. He funny. Yeah, right. And then it would be a wonderful scene between you and Judge Ito. And the actual real people playing it. Not Billy playing Al Michaels. But
you do listen, don't you, Judge?
Yeah, right.
Come on, Billy. You have your court lobes on.
Right. All right. So anyway... Well, you're a close friend of O.J.'s. I mean, you worked with the guy.
Sure, I've known him for 20 years.
Have you socialized?
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
You went out with him and Nicole and everything?
I've been out to dinner with O.J., with Nicole. Wow. I know all the kids. I used to play a lot of tennis with O.J. Before O.J. had the last of several knee operations, he'd play a lot a lot of tennis. And
so this is totally out of character for him.
It's the whole thing is crazy.
You never saw him act violently or anything?
No, I mean, I was never witness to it. I mean, it's a very confusing thing.
I think that Al could be a witness. He's saying that O.J. couldn't play tennis after that last meal.
So maybe he couldn't scale the wall.
Yeah.
Well, here I go. I'll be the first guy called.
Yeah, that's just what you need.
Yeah, that's right.
So and what about O.J. now? You obviously are not in touch with O.J. now. Is that correct?
I've seen him. Yeah.
You have?
Yeah.
You've been to the prison?
I can't lie because I was on CNN headline news about a week ago. Yeah.
Wow, what a crew.
I was able to sneak in, but on the way out, I mean, they've got, like 19 crews. How come Stuttering John isn't on the jailhouse?
I don't know. I don't know why he isn't there.
Spare him.
Wait a second. How do you arrange? Because that's a big deal. How do you do that? And that's also a good place for you to be seen. That's high profile.
Oh, terrific, yeah.
No, come on. I mean, this
is
the best place for me to be seen, right here.
No, but I mean, come on, that's a big deal. I mean, that's like getting to go to a cool Hollywood funeral.
Yeah, that's almost like seeing the president at this point.
Yeah, right. It really is. Yeah. And how do you work your way in? Do you call O.J. first?
No, there's a list of people. I mean, his friends
you're on
that
the
list. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, you made the list.
Oh, Robin,
who else is on the list?
A lot of people on the list. Well, you keep seeing the people walking in and out every day.
Were you
Paula, his girlfriend, a lot of his...
Now, do you know Paula?
No, I do not know Paula.
Ooh, that's some hot number.
Well, I don't know Paula.
Hubba. How could O.J. do, like to me, what I can't fathom. Okay, Nicole was great looking and everything, don't get me wrong. But this guy had endless parades of women. I mean, forget Nicole.
You must have seen him with more than one woman.
Oh, yes.
Robin, you know me. I'm as straight as they come.
I didn't say you weren't straight. I didn't say you were with O.J.
I didn't see O.J. at night. I saw O.J. a lot at 10:30 in the morning.
Right, when he was with the white women.
Right. Still on a tennis court.
But O.J. had a slew of beauties.
He never talked to you about women, Al?
Of course. Oh, I'll live vicariously.
Because Howard says O.J. only talked about women.
I met O.J. twice, and all he did was talk about women. One time he talked about Nicole.
Yeah.
The second time, when we were at the Trump wedding, I tried to introduce him to Tawny Katane. He grabs her, starts making out with her, and I go, whoa. He goes, I know her from high school.
Yeah, he was divorced by then, right, when you saw him at the Trump wedding?
Yeah. And then he was talking about the broads the whole night. I mean, the guy was a Tukey bandit.
How did he have time to play tennis? Wasn't he stalking?
Yeah. Was he stalking while playing tennis with you?
No. He was, O.J., what can I tell you? He's, what you see is what you got. Yeah. I got to watch my tenses here.
But what do you think? Do you think that he's
guilty?
What
did he say to you in jail?
Oh, yeah, all right. Yeah, let's get back to that. Never mind.
Wait, I thought we were talking about the phone call.
Yeah, we're going to get to the phone call.
What is better that we have here today?
We have a lot to go through with you.
No kidding. I may need your help, Billy, before this is done.
O.J. told me.
Get out of here.
Wait a second.
What did O.J. tell you?
O.J.'s tennis racket handle smelled like half the models in L.A.
All right.
That guy has more babes than Sinatra.
Good thing we're on TV right now, too. That's Billy.
All right, now listen.
You know what I also wanted to ask Al? Was he upset that he didn't make the list of friends in O.J.'s letter?
Yeah. No. Remember what O.J.
No, I had enough to deal with that night, right?
And you know these guys, Kardashian and all O.J.'s pals?
Sure.
And AC?
Oh, I've known AC for a long. In fact, AC and I would play a lot of tennis after O.J. went on the disabled list.
You played tennis?
Did you? What are you busy with tennis? Don't you have a career? so with you?
Not after this. No, I'm done now. This is the end of it.
But I don't understand something. When you're with AC and O.J. and all these guys, and let's say, have you seen AC since the?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you have.
Have you asked him anything?
Does AC go around saying O.J.'s innocent?
I'm sure he thinks he's innocent.
Did you ask him if he knows it? Like, did he hide the garment bag or anything?
I didn't ask him anything. No.
You don't want to know?
I don't want to know.
Did you ask him where they were going that night?
No.
You mean you don't talk about it? Al, what's the matter?
Yeah, but I figure if he volunteers, it's one of those weird deals where if you know these people and everything, you're hoping they're going to volunteer information.
Is everyone in denial? Like just like oh, no, O.J.'s fine.
I don't know what
wait a minute. Now you went to see him.
Yeah. All right. Wait. So you get on the list. Now, how do you get yourself on the list?
I was somehow, I wound up on the list because his friends are on the list.
And you mean someone informs you?
Call you and say you're on the list?
Well, yeah, you facilitated through the lawyer's office.
Cool. So, like, you call Shapiro's office and you say, hey, I want to be on the list to go visit O.J. I'd love to get on the list.
Yeah, because they need to keep O.J. busy, I guess.
That's right.
Yeah. O.J.'s probably pissed off at me anyway.
I don't think so. O.J. loves you.
I think O.J. knows.
I think O.J. loves
O.J.'s listening.
Yeah,
he might be.
Yeah, right.
Did you ask?
I don't know. All right, so wait a second. So you find out, you get yourself on the list. O.J. wants to see you. So then you get, what do? You get a special date because only like one person is allowed in to see O.J. Right?
Yeah, you have to. It's I saw him late in the afternoon.
And you know
during the morning and early afternoon.
And you know O.J.'s horny. So do you like take your top off and like rub up against the glass? Do you like
He's not that horny.
Like in the Turkish prison?
No,
you didn't help him out or at all.
There's an extent to horniness. No,
O.J. didn't beg for the use of your hand or anything.
Were you in the same room with O.J. or was there glass between you?
There's glass between. No, there's no physical contact.
There's no room for you to reach over the glass.
Well, you conceivably could. I mean, physically you could
help the guy out a little.
You know, if you do that, I probably wind up on the other side of the glass if I do that.
You'd be like, O.J., here's my hand. It's over the glass. Whatever you want to do.
It's over the glass. Oh, Billy, lest anybody think this is a totally farcical hand.
I can't believe this.
I brought you a meatball sub with a hacksaw in it.
A guy doing double-A baseball. It's unbelievable.
Right.
Come on,
double-A baseball.
Oh, double-A.
O.J., I can't use my hand. How about my foot? Will you take that?
Okay, wait a second now.
So what? Now you sit down.
Al's got a cool career, doesn't he? Because he gets to be friends with everyone.
Right.
And he plays tennis all day.
And it must be hard. I walk out of here too.
And it must be hard for O.J. to see you because you're out free playing tennis. You're doing all the things that he probably, if he did it, which I think he did. He lost his mind for a split second. Didn't realize that he's now going to be in prison the rest of his life if this is the case. Although they say he might beat it anyway. Can you believe that?
I can believe anything these days.
Really?
I don't know. I mean, I'm confused. I don't know what happened.
So you walk in, like, what? How do you know? Like, I'm really bad.
Strip searched or anything?
Did you get strip searched?
No, you go through a metal detector.
No cavity search?
Something. No cavity search, nothing.
No pat down, nothing.
And
no
is everyone,
action at all.
the whole prison must be aglow because Al Michaels is there after all.
I think they see enough high-profile people in there.
Yeah, everyone seems to be going to prison, all these high-profile people.
Tell me about it.
Yeah,
I mean, the Menendez
it's like happening.
are in there
Yeah, the Menendez.
and, you know.
So, but you're the most excited because after all, they see you on TV. Most of the guards are football fans and this kind of thing. So, okay. You go walk into the prison, and there's a buzz, you know, Al Michaels. And you're like, I know when I go to a funeral, I never know what to say to, like, the widow or, you know, I never know what to say.
Yeah.
Like, now you're going to go see O.J. and you got to say something.
Yeah.
Like, how's it going, buddy?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's awkward. I mean, at first it was really.
What were the first words you said to the guy?
It was awkward. Hey, how are you?
How are you?
How are you? What are you supposed to do?
How you doing? I have so much free time, OJ. I came by to rub it in your face.
Yeah, right. I thought about saying aloha, but...
Hey, OJ, did you get anything off of Marcia Clark yet?
Was OJ telling jokes?
I'm going to be the first witness. I just know.
I know. You're in trouble now. All right, so you go there and you say to OJ, how you doing?
Yeah.
And then what do you talk about? Do you talk about girls? Do you talk? Does he sit there and try to profess his innocence to you?
We told some old like war stories. He and I worked together during the '84 Olympics, and we had a great time. We covered the track and field. It's funny because the conversation as it develops, it's almost as if you're in somebody's family room.
Yeah.
I mean,
did you talk about girls?
Not really.
Did you talk about Paul? What is that?
Let's talk about girls.
Oh,
OJ, I'm having trouble hearing you.
I want to talk about girls.
OJ, I'm having trouble hearing you.
Yeah, but that's the plexiglass. I said that's the plexiglass.
Did it sound like this, Al?
Al, recreate your conversation.
Billy just did it. That was it, Howard.
Billy, do both voices.
Saw this thing open.
Do both voices.
I think Judge Ito will be fair, buddy. Chinks are inscrutable. You can't really tell.
I know. I have trouble discerning with that.
All right, so...
I love seeing the inmates in here. Hey, you losers! When I leave here, I'm going to go have a rare steak. I'm going to go see a new movie, a new one, and hump my old lady.
I'm really jealous. I'm really jealous.
All right, so Al...
Does OJ talk about the future? What he wants to do?
Does OJ like say, hey man, Al, I'm innocent. I don't, like does he try to?
He was talking about when I get out of here. That's what he was saying.
When I get out.
What did he say he was going to do?
Play golf.
Oh dear.
I just want to play golf. I want everyone to leave me alone.
He's like Tom. He wants to go play golf all day.
Yeah, right.
I love you. I want to play golf.
Yeah. Scott, where's that golf?
OJ, did you ever do balla during your period?
Oh, no. Hey, that's Billy West. B. West.
I never did it. I don't play that. I don't play that.
Play that game. Play that. All right, so you see, so are you thinking like this is a really coveted spot to be there talking to OJ in the prison?
No, because all I'm thinking about is when I walk out, I'm probably going to be assaulted. And I was. You walk. That's the hard. You walk out, and all of a sudden
you're assaulted.
You're assaulted.
And they ask you for a comment.
I got to tell you, this is the craziest. The first
but
question.
But you're a pro. You always have an answer. Go ahead.
I'm thinking of how long will it take me to get to the car. I'm figuring it's about a 60-second walk. So the first question is, what's it like seeing him?
Right.
It's difficult.
Yeah.
And the second question is, did you guys talk about the Buffalo Bills game on Monday night? I'm thinking, oh, thank God they asked this question. I figure that's at least a 35-second answer. I'm almost to the car.
Yeah.
So of course we did.
Yeah, OJ predicts.
Right. OJ.
Suddenly OJ can predict.
Right.
I predicted the Buffalo Bills.
So now I'm 15 seconds from the car. What do you think the last question is? Did you guys talk about the USC football team? Again, I'm saying I can't believe my luck.
Right.
I'm able to get to the car. No, I said, today was a day when we only discussed professional football, not college football. Thank you very much.
Right, great.
What a bunch of morons.
And then you get into the car. So they didn't even have a good question for you.
No.
Like, did OJ say he was guilty or innocent?
Exactly, right.
But does OJ start talking to you about the case?
No, he didn't
Does he
talk
say
about
anything
it at all.
about Nicole?
No, he was,
I miss my wife.
No.
OJ, I prepared to talk to you by reading a few fairy tales. Now, tell me your version of the murders.
No, I mean...
Or his kids? Does he talk about anything like that?
Oh, yeah, he misses the kids. And it's the normal stuff.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It is. Yeah.
It's nuts.
I mean, most of
but he doesn't say to you, I'm innocent.
No, but the implication totally is, what the hell am I doing in here? This is crazy. I don't understand,
Why aren't they out trying to find the real killer?
Exactly.
Right. So, playing that pretty good, huh? Yeah.
I just, like I said, it's
Did you say anything like, OJ, why was there all that blood around?
Why is there all that blood in the Bronco, OJ?
Let's talk about golf.
Have you gotten your slice under control? I mean, in golf. Take it easy, Bally. Take it easy.
Is OJ practicing golf in prison? Do you know?
I don't think so.
Because Tom practices no matter where he is.
Yeah.
Okay, that guy might as well be in prison. So that's pretty exciting news that you got to visit OJ.
Yeah.
That's fabulous. Fabulous. Kudos.
So you never knew OJ was...
Kudos for getting to visit him, huh?
No, come on. That's a major feather.
Oh, well,
You never saw OJ take drugs, did you?
No, never.
On the tennis court?
No, never.
And it never seemed to you that he was...
I'm the straightest guy.
Oh, you really?
Talked about this. I've never seen anybody take.
You don't do a little blow?
Zero.
Never. Seriously?
Howard.
Come on, you're pretty experimental, Al.
No, come on.
You listen to this show, you're probably one step away from doing blow.
We're the two longest married guys in history, right?
We are, and also very straight.
Extremely
me as well.
Yeah,
exactly. I haven't touched that stuff in years.
That's why I love you. You're the best.
Underneath this rock and roll veneer, I'm a regular guy like you. All right, very good. Now listen to me, Al. It's exciting that you're here. I got to take a break.
Yeah.
And when we come back, during the commercial, let's not talk about the OJ phone call.
We won't.
With Peter Jennings at night.
No, we want to do it first on the air.
Oh, yeah. We want you taking us through it step by step because you were there that night. You were part of history.
I'm a play-by-play announcer. That's what we'll do.
You are part of one of the greatest phony phone calls in the history of phony phone call making.
The greatest honor ever accorded me was the FME. There's no question about that.
Absolutely. The great Al Michaels is back with us. By the way, he's on TV as well with the sports, ABC Sports.
Sure.
That's my second. This is my number one.
This is his
Monday Night Football is like
exactly
my moonlight.
Let me tell you something. Between visiting OJ and that Monday Night Football, you are slowly becoming one of the biggest stars in the country. It's true.
And Billy immortalizing me every day here.
OJ, look at the bright side. The chair in the gas chamber is comfortable.
All right, we'll take a break. Al Michaels. Al's writing a book now. What I said to OJ in prison. Cheer him up. It's a real crowd pleaser.
How do you talk to a man in jail?
Exactly. We'll be back right after these words with what we've been waiting for months, behind the scenes of that Peter Jennings OJ phone call. Right after these words. Wes Craven. You know Wes Craven? The name?
Craven? No.
Yes. Wes Craven is, he's given moviegoers more sleepless nights than any other director in recent memory. But now, in a town where movies go over schedule and directors over budget, something far more evil is out of control. Wes Craven has returned to the darkest shadows of Elm Street with a frightening new twist on terror. Listen to this. His dreams have begun to dictate the real-life horrors of the stars of the original Nightmare on Elm Street. And that evil pursues them. It pursues them relentlessly. What am I talking about, Al?
I don't know.
I think I'm talking about a new movie, aren't I?
Evil.
I'm talking about evil, right?
Yeah, they wanted OJ to play Freddy, but he's too evil.
The film reunites Robert Englund, the man who for a decade has played the demonic Freddy Krueger, with Heather Langenkamp, the actress who played Nancy.
Where's this playing?
This evil will be on a movie screen very soon. In fact, I think it starts Friday, October 14th. In a descending spiral of terror and horrific action, Langenkamp and England, playing themselves, must come to terms with something so dark and powerful it can no longer be bound by film and story alone. What could be so dark and powerful that would be so evil that they could come in contact with?
Orenthal. No, never mind.
Oh, come on. The film co-stars child actor Mike Hughes and John Saxon, as well as Craven himself. And New Line Cinema's chairman and CEO Robert Shea. Bob Shea had to get himself in a movie. Yeah, big star. Starts Friday, October 14th. Should be a good movie. It's Wes Craven's New Nightmare.
We're back with the Howard Stern Show. Here's Howard.
Al was telling me how when he went to visit O.J., he rubs his breasts up against the glass, and O.J. got totally turned on. Like
O.J.'s changed. He doesn't want women in it.
Pretty wild stuff.
Who? Al what? Al Roker was telling you?
Yeah, Al Roker told me that. He's got pretty big breasts. Anyway, of course, the great Al Michaels is here. Everybody loves Al Michaels when he comes in. And Al was there the legendary night. O.J., of course, was being chased in the white Ford Bronco.
But more importantly,
one of our listeners called in and said, look, I am here right next door to O.J.
I see O.J.
And he said, put me through. He immediately put me through.
Hello there.
And Peter Jennings, let's admit how stupid Peter Jennings is, Al. Come on. I mean, come on. I mean,
what were you doing when you heard Peter Jennings interviewing this guy?
Did you hear the call right from the beginning?
Right from the beginning.
Now, you knew within 2 seconds.
I live in the neighborhood. I didn't recognize that as a neighbor's voice.
Yeah, right. You don't hear too many voices that sound like this. It's like,
yeah.
Hello there, Mr. Jennings. I'm here with the O.J., and he's looking real scared.
I can see everything.
I can see everything.
I knew it wasn't even a renter. I knew that.
But you knew it was totally farcical.
Totally farcical.
Yeah, that was great.
Lest
anyone think.
Yes, lest anyone. Exactly.
So you and I sensed that you probably wanted to tell who actually tipped Peter Jennings off at some point. Someone through the headpiece must have said, "Look, this is a totally farcical call."
Well,
was it you or you let it play out?
Yeah. All right. Here the scene is this. I mean, all of a sudden this thing happens. So Jennings is called into the studio here in New York. And then Barbara Walters is on the air as well. And she's on with you Downs because it's 2020.
Yeah.
And now out on the West Coast, Judy Muller's covering the story. They haul me in because I happen to be on the lot doing the Nightline backgrounder piece.
Right.
Bill Redeker, another reporter, is on as well. So we're all kind of tied in together, but none of us can see each other.
Right. And they call you in, obviously, because you're a friend of O.J.'s as well.
Right.
You worked
I can
with
lend some perspective and all of that and tell you, about the chase.
Obviously,
and where
no
he
one
is.
knew O.J.
And with the chase was like a sporting event in a sense. I mean, you needed to do play-by-play.
Incredible.
Yeah, you were doing color commentary.
Exactly. It was like the earthquake in San Francisco in '89. I mean, it's the aerial shots. And
in fact,
trying to tell you where he is.
You could make a good argument that Jennings shouldn't have been covering that. You and the whole ABC sports team should have been covering the chase.
You couldn't have been any worse.
Could have made an argument for it.
Yeah, right. Because, I mean, you had two football players. You had AC.
Sure.
You had O.J.
Oh, yeah.
And you had the cops.
It was almost a race.
It was a case of defense and offense.
You're right.
True?
Well, it's somebody said Michaels is calling it. He's at the 10, he's at the 5, he's at the 405.
Right.
That's in the end zone.
But Peter Jennings, obviously,
was Peter awake?
If they don't tell him what to think, I got to feel it. Most of these news guys,
and you
know
it. Have you ever seen him speak on his own?
Yeah. Did you ever see anybody working him from behind like a dummy or something?
No, I mean, I know the minute this thing starts, I said, oh, boy. Well, you know what? The first thing that comes into my mind, I'm trying to think of 100 things. I'm trying to, lend perspective to it. I'm trying to tell people where O.J. is. And, again, we're in a situation where I can't see the people in New York. And everybody's sort of a loose end at this point.
Right.
But when you hear a guy come on and say, hello there.
Oh, Robin. Well,
look at here.
I'll be honest. The first thing that comes into my mind is, this is the World Trade Center all over again.
Right. Because the World Trade Center, someone got through, too.
Either Captain Jenks.
Right.
Or,
it's one of the guys.
Or one of the guys.
Right,
I just sort of know it's going to be one. I know it's one of the guys.
All right.
And when it went on for how long did you think, I've got to do something?
Yeah, are you trying to break in the whole time and get word to Peter Jennings?
Well, not really, because I'm thinking to myself, I mean... Truth be told, I know that my day of reckoning in this studio is going to come.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all I'm thinking about.
Right. Because you're part of history now.
No matter what I do, and the key thing to me was, do I or do I not mention your name?
Yes. Now that's what I was going to ask you. Now I said I think you played it right. I think it was a hard call. It was a real hard. On one hand, I wanted to, but I felt if I did, a lot of people would be turned off to you, who really. Well, you don't have to think of that. I like to hear my name under any circumstance.
And he doesn't mind if we turn a few people off.
And then
I've turned plenty of people off.
And then I'm thinking to myself, maybe if I don't mention Howard's name, this will escape the gang in New York, right? And you'll never hear about it. And then I think to myself, you moron.
All right, so let me take you back to that night.
This is why the call went on so long. Al was arguing with himself.
Oh, Al was having a whole thing.
Your name.
Because I know when Al comes on, Billy, do the exact line. When Al comes on and says, lest anyone think.
Lest anyone think this is a real call. It is not. It is a totally farcical call. The caller has mentioned something that is indicative of a certain radio personality.
Won't be the first, won't be the last.
That's right.
Yeah, right. Yeah. What a puppet head.
Less this echo in that empty ball that sits on your shoulders, Peter. This is farcical.
I mean, is he like concentrating on what the guy's saying? I mean,
I don't know. I don't know what he was doing at that particular point. I knew
Peter's so stupid. I have to remind him to breathe, Howard.
I knew I was the only one that really knew what was happening.
You mean nobody else at ABC could figure this out?
Yeah, only Al knows what's going on. Okay, Al should run ABC News.
Something told me that you Downs in particular was not quite hip enough to understand the Baba Booey drop-in. So I figured, it was me or nobody at that point.
Yeah. It's unbelievable when you think about it in a sense of history. You have two people who are murdered. The main suspect is on the lam, and the newscasters are fielding phony phone calls on television. It's just unbelievable. It's just incredible. All right, so let's take you back to that night. Anytime you want to break in, you just feel free and tell me what's going on behind the scenes at this point. Okay, here we go. Peter Jennings.
I love this phone call.
Al, of course, a co-star in this. He comes in at the end to save the day. To inform Peter.
A major part, though.
What you really wanted to say was, Peter, you are so stupid. Don't you see?
Do you think that man lives in, where does OJ live?
Yeah. Sorry, folks, this is Al Michaels. Peter was playing tic-tac-toe with an intern while he was talking.
Yeah. I mean, that's what you really wanted to say. All right, here we go.
I couldn't believe the call got through. I mean, that was the amazing.
Here we go.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Hello.
I is in Brentwood.
It is the Simpsons. And I live at OJ.
Well, Al gets best supporting something for this. I don't know. Did Jennings come to you afterwards and say, oh, my, have you guys spoken about it?
No. Caught that.
Did anybody talk to you about it afterwards?
Oh, are you kidding?
And don't they start pointing the finger at you because you're, like, associated with us?
No.
They didn't know you had nothing to do.
They don't know.
But what did they say when they came to you?
About, you mean, who comes to them? The Sternaholics come to me. I mean,
nobody from ABC.
I just figured that Al...
there are some people at News who are really, hip to this show.
I just thought that Al would really... I really could sense the pain in Al's voice that he wanted to say, this is a Howard Stern show phone call. In the worst way.
Though, to come in and break in so he wouldn't have that dilemma. But nobody else was going to do it.
I don't know. I sense that you liked informing Peter. It was funny to say, hey, Peter, you dope. Listen.
I mean, the whole thing was, do I or do I not mention your name? Because I was afraid to. If I mention the name, we get some sort of real negative response.
Or maybe they think, well, since you're friendly with us, like maybe are you just trying to promote Howard Stern?
Or did you take the phone call and pass it to Peter?
Right.
I was an accomplice.
Now, what was a bigger crime in the network's eyes, the double murders or the call? I mean, what is worse to them?
Where do they fall on that?
I mean, okay, let's go and relive the night. You must have this playing in your house 24 hours a day.
No kidding.
Yeah.
On a loop.
On a loop. You ring the doorbell.
I'm going to ask everybody to be quiet for a moment. We have on the phone with us as well Robert Higgins, who lives in the neighborhood and is on the ground and can see inside the van. Mr. Higgins.
Yes. How are you?
Hey, you know right now it's a phony phone call.
As I say, that wasn't somebody that... I walk that neighborhood a lot.
Okay.
I know a lot of people.
You never saw Mr. Higgins.
I know you recognize Mr. Higgins.
Are you in the studio wearing an earpiece?
Yes, I am. Okay. I'm in Los Angeles. Peter's in New York.
Okay, here we go.
About as tense as you are, sir.
Oh, my Lord, this is quite tense.
What can you see?
Oh, what I'm looking at right now is I'm looking at the van, and I see O.J. kind of slouching down, looking very, very upset.
At this point, Howard, I know, not only do I know it's a fake, but I mean, it's like a quadruple fake.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, O.J.'s got a 9 or 10 foot hedge in front of his house, so there's nobody
looking
who could be across the street looking into Howard, to O.J.'s house.
I'll tell you how obvious it is at this point. My father was watching and said he was calling the network to tell him it was a fake. I mean, it was just obvious that it was a fake phone call.
Wanted to get
a minstrel show.
My sister knew from the second word. She couldn't believe.
Yeah, my father said, what is this, a minstrel show? Looky here. I just can't wait to hear Al break in and break the news.
Yeah, he looked very upset. I don't know what he's going to be doing.
Can you see him doing anything specific? Is he merely sitting there?
He is just sitting around, just looking like he'd be very nervous.
Can you hear anything, Mr. Higgins?
It's just too much commotion. I'd be in the back of a news van, so I can't really hear that good, but I can see it all. And I see O.J. Man, and he looks scared. And I would be scared because there's cops all deep in this.
At this point, Bill Redeker is one of our reporters in L.A., and I'm sitting next to Bill.
Are you guys laughing or are you nervous?
No, we're looking at each other, can you believe... Man. I mean, we're saying to each other with our eyes, can you believe this?
Oh, yeah, because you don't want to miss what the guy's saying.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah, right. So you're just...
There's a part of us that we want to keep hearing where this thing's going to go.
Yeah, right. The theater of it all.
Yeah.
All right, so you...
But how hard is this guy trying to be caught? I mean, he's just throwing in every cliche he can.
He might as well just said,
Looky here, Peter, you might be the stupidest person on the planet.
Hody-do.
Yeah, you read real good from a teleprompter, but man, if it ain't written down, boy, if it ain't on the page, there's something wrong with you here.
I mean, the guy
Peter, this is Al Michaels. Oh, my God, you're dumb. I've already urinated from laughter. Is your earpiece full of chewing gum?
I mean, that would have been great.
Billy.
Hey, Muttonhead, it's a goof. It's a goof. Cut it off. Cut it off.
Cut it off.
Thank you, Mr. Higgins.
And Baba Booey to y'all.
All right.
The driveway of O.J. Simpson's.
Here comes Al's big part.
Yeah.
Al's going to get... Now, how do you manage to get on? Do you have an open mic?
My mic is open, but I have to wait for I have to wait for the opening.
Oh, boy. There's a big opening now.
Oh, yeah,
right. All right. Here we go.
Right.
So you say, I'm going to go on and tell...
Well, yeah. Now, I've got to...
because Peter doesn't even acknowledge at this point that it's a fake phone call.
Exactly. And I figure I can't just let it remain hanging.
Right. You have to.
All the stuff going through my mind at that point.
When you heard Baba Booey, you went nuts.
Thinking, hey, look, I've got to be a font of information for people. I have to provide the source of what I provide the information that I know is true and accurate.
Yes.
And that it's a phony phone call.
And isn't there a point here where you have to get rid of your laughter before you go on?
There's a point. Partially, there's a point, and but I must say the overwhelming thought at that point was knowing that. I'd be sitting in this chair.
Yes.
A few months down the line and having to explain this. That's exactly what I'm thinking about at this point. I know. I said, oh, my God, I can't, Howard on Monday, that's all I'm thinking about.
And you can't even believe in your own mind that you, out of the whole ABC News team, are the expert on the Howard Stern Show.
Exactly.
And you have to, you are now being called, they should just put expert on Howard Stern Show underneath.
It's the first thing, my wife is there, and it's the first thing, when I finally get off the air a couple of hours later, it's the first thing I said to her. I said, oh, my God. I said, you think it'll be 6:03? What's the over-under on Howard talking about this Monday morning? Have it 6:03 a.m.? Yeah.
But do you notice out of respect to you, I didn't call you until you were ready to talk about
I appreciate it.
We needed time.
We needed some distance.
All right.
Absolutely.
Home in Brentwood. Clearly an effort being made to...
And he talks like nothing happened. He just...
Still doesn't know what went on.
I don't know.
Poor Zach.
OJ could be out of the van. Peter would not know.
Yeah, OJ's already in jail. Peter don't know. He's just going along.
He's such a blockhead. I saw a woodpecker pounding on his forehead.
That was Billy. All right, here we go. All right.
Him come out of the vehicle. In the doorway of the house, his friend, Al Cowling.
Peter, by the way, just for the record, this is Al Michaels. That was a totally farcical call. Lest anybody think that was somebody who was truly across the street. That was not. He said something in code at the end that's indicative of the mentioning of the name of a certain radio talk show host.
Okay, thanks, Al.
Thank you, Al.
He was not there.
All right, we have them on every coast. Thank you very much.
I'll never catch one.
What does that mean? The Gulf Coast? Unbelievable.
Peter, if Nicole calls, be suspicious.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we have Nicole Simpson on the phone.
I don't think so.
Hello? Yeah, I don't think so.
She's laying in front of the host.
Quiet, everyone.
She is laying in front of the host with a cellular phone.
Quiet, everyone. I have Nicole Simpson on the phone.
Hello, looky here.
Peter, I hate to interrupt your lack of train of thought.
Lest anyone think.
Less.
So
that was the word in my life.
I know. Where did that come from?
I don't know.
That was beautiful.
That's not true, Al, because we saw you on a sports show talking about that, and you said lest again, and you used the term farcical.
I like it. It's Shakespearean.
It sounded like the more eloquent he could be, the further he was distant from himself.
What I like is that moment of silence when Al first comes on and says, let me check the transcript, but Al says, lest anyone think that's a real phone call, I just want to say it was totally farcical. And there's dead silence.
Yeah.
Jennings is like, what? It's like, what?
My scoop wasn't real?
Yeah, what are you saying? Why are you interrupting? And then Al has to come back on again and say, He said something in code at the end that is indicative of the mentioning of the name of a certain radio talk show host. I mean,
he has to give Peter proof that he's...
Yeah, right. Give me proof.
I was duped.
Fantastic. Fantastic. You are part of the history of this show.
Forever.
It's fantastic. It's fantastic. Congratulations on that.
Thank you very much.
And I love how you handled the whole thing. You are a true professional. That is your greatest moment in your career.
No,
I don't care what anyone says.
No question.
There's no question about it.
Immortalized.
Al, what are you doing in town anyway?
We did Monday Night Football last night. That was,
who won?
My tertiary job.
Wasn't
the Giants didn't win.
Giants got killed.
They did?
Yeah, 27-10.
What's with the Giants?
You know what? I'll tell you what's with the Giants. They missed Leonard Marshall, and I missed Leonard Marshall on this show.
Me too. Leonard, I think, is mad at me.
Is Leonard Marshall still in football?
No, he was with the Jets, and he's kind of out of it.
Yeah, football misses Leonard Marshall.
I like Leonard a lot, but he got mad when I talked about his white wife.
But he got a divorce from her. He can come back.
I don't know. He just couldn't handle it.
I miss him. You talk about insight into football.
Yeah.
On the show.
Never mind that, insight into human nature. Imagine when big black Leonard walks into those white people's homes and says, I want to marry your daughter.
I'll never forget it. We were doing a big game in San Francisco in 1990. Giants 49ers. It was a huge game. Second highest rated game in Monday Night Football history. I'm down on the field before the game, and he and I we're going back and forth with what's been on this show.
Yeah.
Laughing like crazy. Yeah, have his game face. People should only know he has some game face on. And now before the game, we're going back and forth, swapping Howard stories.
Leonard wigged out on me.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, we got to get him back.
He's temperamental for a big guy.
Yeah, he sure is. Yeah.
Somebody would have watched him.
So when you used to see Nicole, what a knockout, huh? O.J. Simpson's wife. What a knockout, huh?
Great-looking woman.
Piece of ass. Yeah. Oh, Mamma Mia. Mama Lucian. Huh?
What did you talk to her about? I mean, was she a smart woman?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
She was?
Yeah, she was.
What was she still doing with O.J.? You think she loved O.J. or was she in for the money?
No, they were married for quite a while.
If Leonard Marshall married Nicole, she'd be alive today.
Howard, that was a totally farcical cut-in by Billy West. Completely farcical.
And did you used to sit there and go, well, hey, beautiful blonde white woman, black guy, it's wrong?
Did you meet her when she was 17?
Yeah.
O.J. started in 83.
Right.
O.J. was dating her in 83.
Oh, so she was a teenager.
All right, here's some faxes from the audience. They have questions for you. We've never done this before. Howard, ask Al how often they change Peter Jennings' batteries at ABC.
Oh. And what kind of battery do they use?
Let's see. Wait, okay. Howard, ask Al if he heard Frank Gifford trying to be a black man. When LT came into the booth last night, Giff said, how are you doing, my man? Did you sense that he was trying to relate on a different level, like try to be street?
No, I think he was talking as one New York giant to another.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Who knows? Those are the questions for the audience.
Okay.
Yeah. Al jumped right in and said, LT, looky here. Trying to relate.
Hey, look nervous.
So really, you socialize, you used to go over the house and see Nicole. So
sure.
This is, wow, that's weird.
It's the neighborhood. I mean, I'm
telling you, you got to be called in on the trial.
I don't think so.
You're a character witness.
I don't think so. Either.
But Al, you are the best on Monday Night Football. You know
What did you think when you heard that 911 call? Did you know about any domestic violence?
Well, yeah, everybody knew about the incident.
So what'd you say to your pal, O.J.?
Hey, calm down, O.J.
No.
Would you beat a piece of ass like that? I wouldn't.
Quiet, Howard. You're not supposed to beat anybody.
I would treat her. Well, some women might deserve it.
Come on. Did you ever say anything to O.J. about that?
About that incident in '89? No, I had talked to both of them about it.
So. Did you?
Well, something after it happened, it was so public and everything, and they both said, "Hey, look, it was a situation that got out of hand." I'm talking about that one particular incident.
Well, they had explained themselves to you. You really are close with them.
Well, at that particular time, I'd see them quite a bit.
Sounds like Al did 12-step intervention.
I'm telling you.
I mean, like you were doing social work for those two.
So did you thought that was an isolated incident?
Everybody, even Nicole had said that it was something that had gotten out of hand. They were trying to, put it behind them, as they said, and all that.
What a knockout. She had breast implants, I think. Mamma Mia. You don't know, do you?
I'm not privy to that information.
Did you ever see her running around like short shorts and like a tube top and stuff?
Well, California, it gets warm. And
would you go out of your mind? I mean, that's got to be...
You and I, we're the straightest people.
Yes.
I've been married for 28 years.
Yeah, but you look. I mean, you're not dead from the waist down.
Well, sometimes my contacts
get a little
foggy.
Waist?
Yeah, right. Yeah, you look with your waist. I'm telling you. Now, did you ever get close enough during their fights to get hit yourself? Did you ever get punched by O.J.? All right, Al, listen. Obviously, you're uptight about talking about the case.
Right.
You don't Paula Barbieri? You don't know that one?
No. I don't know Paula.
You ought to take care of her while OJ is incarcerated. Visit her for console her. Oh, I'd love to console her. Anyway, Al Michaels is the greatest because, number one, here's a guy, top of his craft. He comes in here, he says, hey, I'm a Howard Stern fan. I like to come on the show. And he tells us behind the scenes what goes on. Yeah. And you know how much we appreciate this wrap-up of the OJ phone call. We finally have all the answers that we wanted.
Oh, man, this is the best.
On your next visit, can you have OJ call in with you?
I'll talk to him about it.
All right, great.
So you're going to see him again? How long?
When's our next visit to OJ?
Nothing, specifically planned, but I'm sure I'll see him again.
Yeah, you don't want to let your buddy know. You want to let your buddy know that you're thinking about him and all that. You don't want to abandon him in his hour of need. Yeah. Do you ever get to visit with other celebrities?
In the prison?
Yeah.
No. It's the first time I've been down there.
And you have to go yourself?
Yeah. I mean, you go... You
can't go with, like, Paula Barbieri or somebody?
You could, conceivably. No, there's room for multiple visitors.
You think I should go with you one time?
Be great. We got to get you on the list, though.
I don't think they'd put me on. I've kind of been vocal about I think OJ did it.
Well...
He might be pissed. Well, maybe he could explain himself to me.
Yeah.
Maybe I could come out of there with...
Come inside here, Howard.
Sorry, OJ?
Don't come in here, I'll explain it to you.
Yeah, right. I don't think so.
Come on in here.
Come here.
And you think if OJ gets out, it'll be business as usual? You think he'll go back to playing tennis with him, or you'll feel weird about it?
No, I mean, if he gets out, he's proven innocent and all that stuff.
But wait a minute.
I'm sure, look, his life will never be the same, obviously.
Well, we're talking about your relationship, Al. If you see in the trial that there's all this DNA evidence of tying OJ to
Al's a sportscaster. He didn't get into this business to be hassled, Robin.
No, stop it.
Yeah.
And yet he gets off.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
He's going to live with me.
I'm going to call Peter Jennings.
Let him straighten it out.
Yeah, right.
Peter, what do you think of it?
The great Al Michaels. It's so great to see you. I want to thank you for coming in, Al.
How are you?
It's always a pleasure, and I look forward to your next visit.
You are the greatest.
Thank you.
Robin.
Same with you.
Thank
Jackie.
You. Thank you.
Big Billy.
Yeah.
Scott.
Absolutely. All the guys.
I want Stuttering John on Monday Night Football. I want him to do the sideline.
Oh, yeah, let him do it. How about Al Michaels Jr. over there? Why don't you do it?
Billy, maybe I can get Paula to pose for nudies while the big lug is in the hooskow.
Okay. The hooskow.
You see, that's the problem with him. Well, you see, that's the problem with him. Hey, Billy, knock it off. Billy, knock it off.
Billy, you use every cliche known to man. I mean, sportscasters are forever, being portrayed in these cockamamie movies by guys using hooskow and all that nonsense.
All right, I should have said slammer. If OJ gets out, I'll buy body armor.
I'm a different breed of sportscaster. I use words like farcical.
Totally farcical, you would do.
Totally farcical.
All right, I want to thank the great Al Michaels. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll do the news, Robin.
Right.
Al Michaels, everyone. Watch Monday Night Football.
This is Al Michaels. Lest anybody think this is a farcical show, a fake performance, this is the real Howard Stern.
Cool.
E-O, 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 E-O.
That's Metallica. Perhaps our greatest rock and roll band today. Is that true? Isn't that Metallica? Lest anyone think that wasn't.
Lest anyone think that it's not.
That was the real Metallica.
Yo-wee-yo.
Lest anyone think it's Danzig.
That was not.
That was not.
Hey, by the way, I thought Al Michaels really knew a lot about football, but Leonard Marshall plays for the Washington Redskins now.
Well, he can't know everything about every player.
Isn't that his job? He's too busy.
Take that memory course, 1-800-278-MEGA.
You're right. You need it. Now, Al knows. One of the fans writes, shame on you, Al. Al can't know about every single player, and I guess Leonard doesn't play every week.
Who knows? All we know is that it seems that Leonard is on the Washington Redskins, and we're very happy to hear that.
And out of all of our millions of listeners, only one listener knew that.
Well, actually, I got two facts. I just brought one.
I see.
Anything else you want to bring up? Don't want you to be uncomfortable.
Those are farcical farts.
Lest
anyone think.
Oh.
Hey, who is this guy? I've been reading all about me in the paper, sort of indirectly, that there is a CBS commentator named Tom Watson
No. Tom Watson's the golfer.
Oh, Gary McCord.
Yeah.
Tom Watson is a golfer?
Yes.
I see. And he is among those angry with remarks by CBS Sports golf commentator Gary McCord, calling him the Howard Stern of TV golf in a letter to a CBS official. Do you want to know what's going on here?
I don't have any idea who Gary McCord is or what he might have said.
Gary McCord is a golf commentator.
Yes.
And he pointed out that Tom Watson is the Howard Stern of TV?
No.
I'm confused.
Gary McCord is a commentator. He's been making some statements, I guess, about golfers, and golfers have become upset with him. Tom Watson wrote to CBS and said in his letter about Gary McCord, he is the Howard Stern of golf commentators.
Does Gary McCord still have his job?
I had heard that they were going to let him go. He usually does the Masters from Augusta, Georgia.
Right.
But I was reading that a lot of people hate him, but that he takes an otherwise dull game and makes it interesting.
Right.
That he's actually sort of amusing and fun.
So anybody who has original thoughts or does some commentary...
Here's the man.
Oh, here, Tom will know. Our general manager, Tom Chiusano, is a golf expert.
I know.
Yeah, right. Well, now, tell me what's going on.
Well, Gary McCord is the most colorful, the most outspoken golf analyst.
Do you like listening to him during the game?
Good.
Yeah,
he's good. I mean, he just
because he doesn't say the usual pablum.
Right. Right.
He has some thought behind what he says.
Exactly. He's gotten himself into trouble by saying things like, these greens are so fast they'll be taking players off in body bags and things like that, which for golfers...
Oh, boy, that's terrible.
Yeah, I mean, that's really outrageous, but you're referring to greens as so fast as they look like they had bikini waxes.
And that's
outrageous for golf.
So who called him the Howard Stern of golf commentary?
That I'm not sure, but...
Tom Watson.
All right, well, I'm recapping.
Oh.
Tom Watson.
Tom Watson, who's a great player, but a very conservative guy.
I see. He doesn't like all this commentary. So you mean to tell me that the network would respond to Tom Watson's comments?
Well, actually, I think the reason he's getting all this publicity is because of the Masters, which is probably the most prestigious golf tournament in the world. And they're very conservative. And they don't like the fact that he says these things about bikini waxes and body bags, so they've said they don't want him back.
Understood.
And it's not the first time they've done it.
And Tom Watson is your professional golf name, is that correct? Are you ready to reveal that on the air now, that you are really Tom Watson?
You are the man.
And you are Tom Watson, the same Tom Chiusano?
Absolutely. My wife's maiden name is Watson, so
there you go.
That, right.
Tom Watson. All right, thank you, Tom. Thank you for clearing that up. Our golf expert, our general manager. I wish he was an expert in radio, but he's an expert in golf.
At least he knows something.
Thank you, Tom. I appreciate that. There he goes back into that.
I'm always pleased if Tom knows anything.
Hey, I'm happy to see the guy chalk it on his own without any help. There you go. Al Michaels, anything to say about Tom's commentary, lest anyone think?
Totally farcical.
Robin, what's in the news?
Well, of course, Haiti and Iraq are still in the news. President Clinton went on television last night to comment on the situations in both countries.
This doesn't affect my movie, this Haiti and... Why are you talking about it?
I didn't know I was supposed to be giving you movie-affecting news.
Yeah, anything to do with... Like, I have to go for a wig fitting today,
Well, if we go to war, maybe you'll be drafted. How about that?
No, that won't affect it. I'm too old. That's totally farcical. Let the young boys
But you're
go.
in very good shape.
Thank you.
Maybe you'll want to fight for your country. But anyway, we're still sending more troops because no one, even though Saddam Hussein has said he's pulling back his troops from the Kuwaiti border, there is no evidence of such. Here is President Clinton.
Wow. You spoke to him? Wow. Good for you, Robin.
He spoke to us all.
Oh, I see.
We are making progress in building a world of greater security, peace, and democracy. But our work is not done. There are difficulties and dangers ahead, as we see in Iraq and in Haiti. But we can meet these challenges and keep our commitments. Our objectives are clear, our forces are strong, and our cause is right.
He's looking good in all this, right? He's got Haiti under control. He has...
So far, there has been no change in his popularity, according to polls.
Why won't people credit him with doing a job? Are they still saying he's doing a bad job?
I think people are just disgruntled with government in general, and nothing's working, and they can't see any progress. So they're down on every president, I suppose, and Congress as well.
I see. Well, who do they think they're going to get in there that's going to solve everything?
I don't know.
Jackie Marlowe. This guy at least shows up for work. The last president we had, they don't talk about this.
Well, we're going to talk about him in a second. You can save those comments.
Well, just let me say something. These radio commentators who all sit there and talk about the Republicans are so great. I'm not a Republican or a Democrat. There are many Republicans I like and many Democrats.
What do you call yourself, the president?
I call myself a president. So the point is that I don't have a political affiliation, but I see these conservative talk show hosts like Limbo and all these other guys. They're lackeys for the Republican Party. They're just lackeys. Instead of coming up with original thought and saying, hey, sometimes the president is right, sometimes he's wrong, they're predictable. Right down the line, you know it's always going to be their lackey. They would never say, hey, George Bush's son was in the SNL scandals. This is wrong. And in fact, their shows are boring. That's why I could easily beat them, because you know exactly what they're going to say each time. So those are just political announcements for the Republican Party. They can't go on a morning drive because they get their asses beat. But I don't see why these guys never compliment the president on the handling of this. He did very well, I think.
Well, the problem, however, is that Saddam Hussein causes us to put this whole military machine into motion, costing millions of dollars each time he burps in the Middle East.
Well, listen, Bush should have killed him the first time he had the chance, but I'll tell you something. One thing I'll say about Clinton, I am not saying he's the perfect president. I don't know that there won't be a better president in a couple of years. But at least the guy shows up for work. This George Bush used to, every weekend he was at Camp David. The
president is allergic, but...
Yeah. This guy's in the White House on the weekend, at least working. I'm glad to see there's some work going on. I'm someone who works through the weekend. I like to see others working through the weekend.
George Bush has been speaking. His son is running for, I think, Senate down in Florida.
Yeah.
So he's been down there a couple of times to try to help him out. He's behind in the polls, from what I understand.
Good.
He was there yesterday. And, of course, the question as to whether he didn't finish the job in Iraq when he had the chance came up. And here's what he had to say.
The mission was to kick the guy out of Kuwait, not to behead the snake. And you might argue with it, well, don't you wish you had? And after all, he tried to take our lives last year, my family's life when we visited in Kuwait. And the answer, I'd like that. But that wasn't the mission.
Oh! He also said there was another reason he stopped short of going after Saddam Hussein.
I did not want to see one single American troop lose his or her life in downtown Baghdad searching for this villain who has a security system second to none any place around the world.
I mean, we can't break through that?
Obviously, his people are better than our people.
Yeah, Saddam Hussein has a better security system than the United States government?
Yeah, he's got one we can't stump.
Wow. Well, you're telling me that I can now do whatever I want as long as I get a good security system. No,
go call Saddam. He can fix you up.
He has a security system. I believe it's a Demco. He's got interior radar and.
See, once he gets out of government, he can always go into security.
Let me tell you something. You send O.J. over there. He'll break the security and get right to him. O.J. knows how to do it.
He'll just stalk him until he finds an office.
He waits, he watches, he takes notes in his pad.
That's right.
And then when the moment's right, he strikes.
Hide his wife's
swiftly.
Sunglasses.
What?
Hide his wife's sunglasses.
That's right.
So anyway, yeah.
You hide Saddam Hussein's wife's sunglasses, and then when they go to return them from the restaurant, O.J. will sweep in and cut their throats.
George Bush is very upset about what he calls revisionist history. You know, now everyone is blaming him. At the time, of course, he had an incredible approval rating after his handling of the Gulf War. But now everybody's complaining that Saddam Hussein is still around. Meanwhile, in Haiti, as expected, their strongman, Raul Cedras, stepped down yesterday.
I'm strongman.
Packing up and getting ready to leave the country. He does have a U.S. security force around his home right now. The United States agreed to protect him until he leaves the country. However, they told him they would not protect him if he did not. So he has decided that that's the best thing to do. The president, Jean-Bertrand Aristide, will be returning to his country by the 15th of October, so that transition of power will be taking place. And the people in Little Haiti in Miami are having a party.
They're having a party?
Here's a little bit of the celebration.
Oh, boy. Is this worse than the Columbus Day Parade? I was ready to slash my wrist yesterday. I had to get across town, of course, to work on the movie. This affects the movie. I could not cross 6th Avenue.
Of course not.
They had a Columbus Day parade. I swear to you, Robin, I didn't see one person standing there and watching it. Nobody even goes to these parades. It's a bunch of yahoos in these stupid uniforms marching up and down.
At the parade are the people in the parade.
Yeah, and we, it used to be, I guess people used to go to a parade. Now we have such sophistication in this country with television and film, and you go to Disney World, you go to Great Adventure, wherever you go.
Why don't we just stand there?
Yeah, well, I am telling you, nobody stands there. They clog up traffic. I'm someone who came to work.
I saw the police officers all up and down Madison Avenue blocking all the side streets.
And now I'm sure we'll have a little Haiti parade. Where is this, in Haiti?
No, this is little Haiti in Miami.
In Miami. This is Miami. Oh, my God. Oh, poor Miami. Miami, my condolences. Oh, yeah. You hear music like this, you should be on vacation in another land. You should hear that while you're doing your wife, and you're eating from a smorgasbord, and you're under a waterfall drinking pina coladas. Come on. What?
You should have just stamped your...
Yeah, right.
Headless animals.
Yeah, headless animals on a stick. Looks like Lord of the Flies.
Swinging a chicken around her.
My poor Miami. I used to love that place, Miami. Oh, my father was my grandfather was there. We would go down there, Miami, nice weather. We enjoy the old people could sit out on the lawn. Now you sit out on the lawn, and it's. What do you think? That's nonsense. That's all nonsense. People on stilts dancing around. You ever see that? The giant wooden stilts. When you hear bad music like that, it's always a guy on stilts. I got to take a break. I really got to calm down from this music. Oh, it upsets the hell out of me. Please. Throw everyone out of Miami.
Well, this way you don't have to leave the country anymore.
You know what was great about Cuba? It kept everyone who listened to that kind of music in Cuba. And then that Castro got everyone over here.
He ruined everything.
He ruined everything. Everybody was in their own place. Now everyone comes here. And there's Haiti. I don't know who's coming over on the boat, but I don't see one doctor coming over, that's for sure.
Oh, that's not true.
You think there are doctors?
Haitian doctors?
Yeah, sure. Which doctors? Yeah, there are Haitian doctors, all right. I got nothing against Haitians, but you're supposed to live in Haiti. Florida's a real mess. I got to run for governor of Florida.
Maybe they don't have financial disclosure.
I don't think they do down there. Not with music like that.
I think there's one more of the celebration.
Is that right?
I think
okay, good.
A little bit more of the
that'll take us into commercial.
Noise.
What is that? That's not even an American instrument they're playing right there. What is it?
Mayonnaise jar.
What was that? Yeah, playing on glasses.
Yeah, I think glasses or cans or something.
Imagine the retirees, a guy who fought in 2 wars, sitting there looking at that across from his tract home.
Yeah.
Don't you just want a little quiet?
There's a guy he probably lived in New York or Philadelphia. He saved up enough money to buy one of these, these horrible little homes in Florida for $30,000.
Lost a few fingers in the war.
Yeah, lost a few fingers in the war. He's got that big, stupid vet's hat on,
right, that little
Cub Scout hat.
Yeah. With all the medals.
The hat with 2 corners and pins all over it. And he's sitting out there and he goes, retirement. Me and my wife, we saved up enough.
Got the lawn chair.
I got just enough money between my Social Security and my pension. And all of a sudden... Can you imagine that guy's life? Think about it. It seems funny, Robin, but think about the horror of that. This is out his window. This is what he saved for his entire life. God bless America.
I think you missed Florida.
Yeah. Honey, where's my M14?
I thought we won the war.
I got to take a break. We'll be back right after these words.
We're back with the Howard Stern Show.
I'd like to have sex to this song. Nobody wants to have sex with me now.
Your wife said she wants it before the end of the week.
She don't want it to that song.
No?
Nah.
You said you never did it to music. Maybe that's what you're missing.
I just do it.
Why don't you ever want to try anything different with her?
Because I had her a bunch of times already.
But you never tried anything different.
Nothing else left to do to her. I've done it all. I've used every...
Oh, you have not.
...position. I've given it to her every way I know how.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, I could come up with a few. Yeah, but I said for me.
You're such an imaginative man.
I'm so unimaginative in bed. What else is in the news?
I see. O.J.
Yeah.
O.J. Simpson's defense team, will be back in court today, maybe with O.J. They will be going over the questionnaires filled out by prospective jurors. There will also be some pleas made in the court in front of Judge Ito.
Please, baby.
Judge Ito is investigating whether it's police leaks that are causing all of these things to show up in the news. They say the police might be leaking the information to taint the jury. Make it harder to impanel.
Jackie thinks the word taint is funny.
Yeah. Judge Ito has said that he might ban cameras from the courtroom because he's tired of the way the media is treating the case. So this is just one more effort to plug up those leaks, try to find out where they're coming from.
Plug!
Also today, defense attorneys will ask Ito to make prosecutors immediately turn over statistics and laboratory data needed to evaluate and challenge DNA testing results. The defense claims the prosecution is stalling. Tomorrow, prospective jurors will be brought into the courtroom to be questioned in the case.
Hey, Jackie, turn over.
Most Americans think that the judge in the O.J. Simpson case should give TV the boot.
Boot. Who thinks that?
Most Americans. The latest USA Today CNN Gallup poll.
You're kidding me.
Shows that 69%.
69, Jackie.
69% want TV coverage of the trial banned. 27% favor TV coverage.
I can't imagine there's one American that doesn't want this on TV.
But there are tons of people who like to have a part in stopping things.
Yeah, I know. They just want to stop everyone's fun.
Yeah.
I bet you if I plunked down the phone, I can find one person.
How could 95 million people watch him go down the road?
Yeah, but nobody wants to see it on TV.
And everybody's watching it on TV, but these polls find that people are against it.
You take that off TV, there'll be a riot in this country. I know, I'll start it. I love it. I love the courtroom drama. I just love watching O.J. Squirm around in his chair.
You just watch O.J.'s reaction to everything
wonderful.
That is happening in the courtroom.
This makes us a global village, and why would people not want to be witness to what goes on here? In fact, if anything, it makes trials fairer.
That's right, and you learn the judicial system, the court process.
Why not?
Why should these things be held in secret?
Most of the people who said they don't want to see it on TV are going to end up in court anyway. You might as well see what's going to happen to you. They must be criminals. They must be criminals.
Meanwhile, according to George Rush, there's an article coming out in Esquire magazine. The juice, O.J. Simpson, beat up 3 co-eds at the University of Southern California and pulled a knife on a college teammate.
What? What are you saying?
This article is called The Man Behind the Mask. It was investigated and written by Pulitzer Prize-winning journalist Teresa Carpenter. Oh, boy. Even before he established himself as a football legend and started hawking products from Madison Avenue, Simpson could not stop his violent rage.
Wow. Now that's pretty wild.
Carpenter
Plus,
quotes,
if we watch O.J. on TV, we know where he is under these circumstances.
and he can't hurt anyone.
Right.
Carpenter quotes a USC professor who recalls that the grid star throttled 2 Asian women and 1 blonde cheerleader. The USC officials reportedly hushed up the incident by paying each of the victims' families $25,000. The university denies these allegations. Carpenter also interviewed a teammate who played with Simpson at San Francisco City College. That player recalls one day that O.J. commandeered his locker. When he protested, O.J. pulled a switch knife on him.
Hey, who hasn't?
The teammate picked up a bench in self-defense, and O.J. backed off.
Well, there you go.
What do you mean, there you go?
Guilty. The guy's busy throwing around knives and...
There you go.
What did he say, attacking co-eds?
He beat up some co-eds, wow. Yeah. 2 Asians and 1 blonde.
Wowee.
I say that you just, it seems that black women are the only people safe with OJ.
Yeah.
So just confine him to black women.
Yeah. That should be his sentence. You now have to have sex with black women. No more white women. Or Asian women. Wowee. What
he doesn't
rage.
seem to be able to control himself in these other situations.
He is on fire. OJ.
Don't know what to say about a guy like that. Let's see here. A New York gynecologist has found 2 FDA-approved drugs which, when combined, achieve the same results as RU-486.
Gynecologist, Jackie.
Gyno!
In other words, these are abortion drugs, Howard.
Right.
The doctor is an abortion rights activist, but some scientists are saying these drugs are still being tested and the doctor really shouldn't be administering them. He says he's given them to women in treatment 4 days apart and achieved the same results as RU-486, but as I said, this procedure is still being tested, so he's sort of jumping the gun, according to some of his colleagues. But there is a possible new abortion drug around the corner.
Abortion, Jackie.
Abortion!
Social services workers in Halifax, Massachusetts are investigating a potentially serious child abuse case. 3 boys ages 7, 6, and 4 were removed from their home after it was learned at least 2 of them have been locked in dog cages for misbehaving. That's not right, Jackie. No charges have been filed, but the 3 boys have been placed in foster care. Virginia Steele, the grandmother of the boys, says the 2 younger boys would be locked in the cages at night to prevent them from hurting their mother. The boys are hyperactive and the family cannot afford to have proper medication prescribed. So they had to resort to these dog cages.
Wow. Hit them on the head with a newspaper.
They say they don't have the kind of money it takes.
It's your heart's mountain.
To find out exactly what the chemical imbalance is so that they can give the children medication to normalize their behavior.
Wormers.
They said you can't just give kids medication without knowing what's wrong with them, so they lock them in the cages.
Cool.
So there. Don't call them child abusers.
Stop dragging your butt on the carpet. So I said to my son, Fido.
Here in New York, we have a woman named Karen Burstein running for Attorney General.
Did I go to camp with her?
I don't know.
Oh.
Well, yesterday, Staten Island Borough President Guy Molinari said that she wasn't fit to hold office because she's gay.
Oh, my.
The Republican candidate, Dennis Vacco, said that he wasn't going to make sex an issue in the race, but Molinari said he made no such promises, and he brought it up yesterday.
Yeah, but she could lick her opponent wrong.
At a reception by the police department's Italian-American fraternal organization.
I dig that she's gay.
Why can't she be a good attorney general just because she's gay?
Of course. That could be more exciting. That turns me on.
Well, what's that got to do? I mean, how does her sexuality affect her ability to do that job?
Because she won't look for a hung jury.
Hey, Jackie, you have those high energy caplets.
Oh, boy.
Get it? Hung jury. Oh, come on.
Oh, boy. That's what you find amusing, huh? Also in the news, Howard.
Jackie on a roll today.
There's a
funny guy.
citywide alert for a blue Jeep Cherokee stolen by a gang of robbers who raped a teacher and attacked her male companion. The teacher had taken the out-of-town friend to the Greenpoint section in Greenpoint to see the Manhattan skyline after an evening out. While they were sitting there admiring the view, one thief smashed a tire iron against the driver's side window of the 1985 two-door Jeep. and forced the man and the woman out of the vehicle, taking them to separate sides of the Jeep. I guess he had some accomplices. While one held down the man, the other two raped and sodomized the woman.
Ah!
Oh, Jack. They believe the attack started as a robbery, and then they said, oh, let's have some fun.
Where was this?
This is over in Brooklyn.
Oh, yeah. Brooklyn is
your
like...
stop for fun.
Yeah, Brooklyn is your... Brooklyn is... They should rename Brooklyn.
To?
I don't know. What is it?
Rwanda.
What
are you
section
trying
of
to
Brooklyn?
say?
I'm not saying anything.
Greenpoint.
Call it Rapeland. Not Brooklyn. Brooklyn's so bad. I got a cousin.
Yeah.
He had like a television parts store.
Yeah.
And he used to keep inventory of television parts. And the thieves would come in the back and steal. You know, during the night they would break in. So he decided in Brooklyn to get an underground vault. And listen to this. He puts in an underground vault, and these guys burrowed their way through a vault underground and got his TV parts. TV parts. And what I'm saying is that these guys are bright guys, obviously.
Genius.
That they can get to an underground vault to get TV parts. He tried having a truck so he could do business out of the truck. Can't do, they steal the truck every night. This is what goes. An honest man. It is like Dodge City. I'm watching this movie Wyatt Earp, which I'm enjoying with Kevin Costner. Yeah, I like it. I like the movie. Sorry, I like it.
Well, you don't have to watch it in one sitting.
No, I've had it stretched now over 9 days.
It is a 9-day
And I watch it like in 10 and 15 minute spurts, and I enjoy it that way. And in the Wild West, whenever an honest man would try to make a living right away, the thieves would come in, they'd shoot up the town, and they would...
Yes, we're going backwards.
Yeah. And Rapeland. Women should rape themselves before they go out of the apartment in Brooklyn.
Be safe, huh?
That way you'll be safe.
I've already been raped.
That's all right. I've been raped today.
I already gave
at the office. Rapeland. It is no longer Brooklyn. I am telling you, Brooklyn is a danger zone.
No, the woman said
Warning.
Victimized twice. Because after she was raped, first of all, one of the third guy who didn't rape her did apologize.
Oh, he did?
For what had happened to her.
No problem. It was just cut off his genitals, and not his legs also.
And he didn't realize what the other two were doing. I guess he would have stopped them. How big is this car that he didn't know what was going on right around the corner? She says that when she was taken to the hospital...
Jackie Joan Man was there.
She was required to sit in her examination gown among handcuffed male prisoners awaiting treatment. And that she had to rest in a dirty examination room with her feet up in stirrups for half an hour until a doctor came.
Well, hey, look, I mean, don't blame the facility. Blame the guys who raped you.
No, but still, I mean, there's a little sensitivity that needs to be exercised when a woman comes in after an attack like this.
No, but sometimes you have to air you out a little, like let you calm down.
I don't even want to
That's
talk
true.
about this.
No, I'm telling you.
I'm not going to talk.
I know about it.
Act like this.
I know about this. You have to let somebody calm down.
You know what? Once I finish
have to
with
be,
you,
what?
you're going to need to be.
No, I know about police work. I know a guy who was telling me about rape cases. They have to let somebody calm down before they can interview them.
That's not talking about an interview.
Jackie told me that, actually.
We're not
Officer
talking
Martley.
about an interview. Why was she in an examination gown in a room full of handcuffed men?
That I don't understand.
TV was broken.
That's wrong. That I don't understand. That I don't.
That was wrong.
Now who are these handcuffed guys?
Oh, I don't know. Guys who are at the place to be treated.
They bring in handcuffed guys?
I guess so.
Wow. Where is this again?
In
Rapeland?
Woodhull Hospital, yes.
Woodhull? And they let guys in with women in gowns?
Yes.
Wow.
But they were handcuffed, so they couldn't.
Oh, I see. Yeah, they can't do anything.
Except to sit there with them.
Well, all I am telling you is it is a war zone, and I don't want to hear from people who tell me that they, the cops are this, the cops are that, the cops are... Yeah, and then they come in and try and stop stuff like this, and you can't even get them to stop it anymore because the whole town is out of control. And then when you hit Rodney King over the head for just 2 seconds, everyone gets all bent out of shape.
I love how you mix orange into an apple.
It's time for drastic measures. It's time to give the police a little more authority to bust open some heads.
Then we can become a police state.
What's your choice? You want to go out and get raped every time you walk out of the house?
I would like to have my democracy, thank you.
You won't have it. You're not going to have it. It's the Wild West.
Well, if you're running around hitting people over the head, we don't have it.
No, it's time for drastic measures, Robin. You don't understand. Fred, you're fired.
What does that have to do with anything? That'll fix it. Whatever it is.
Well, all I'm saying is it's getting real bad out there.
The other day I was telling you that Mickey Rourke has been brought up on charges of abusing his beautiful wife, Carrie Otis. I thought this was some kind of a domestic dispute that got out of hand.
Yes.
But do you understand what he's being accused of? They happened to have a chance meeting at the publicist's office or something, and Mickey jumped on her.
Wow.
That's what the accusation is. And started punching her, pulling her hair, kicking her. I don't remember exactly what the description of the attack was, but it wasn't like they were at home fighting and it got out of hand. She just happened to run into him.
Wow.
And he got out of hand. In Sunnyvale, police say Evel Knievel, the legendary motorcycle daredevil,
Don't tell me he got out of hand.
has been arrested in Sunnyvale on felony charges of beating a female companion.
I can't believe Evel Knievel would do that.
He might have had it coming.
Evel is...
There's two sides to every story, Robin.
No, there's not.
Yes, there is.
Evel is 55 years old now.
Evil. You know, I've never isolated him down to one name. Evil. That's not good when you get arrested.
Ever said that before?
Yeah, that's not good when you get arrested and you're in front of a judge. Mr. Knievel.
How do you plead evil?
How do you plead evil? Charles Manson at least was Charles.
Officers responded to a call about a disturbance at a motel and found Evel's companion, a 25-year-old Florida woman with redness and swelling on her face and neck.
Wow.
Who told police that Evel caused the injuries during an argument.
Evel
Was arrested.
They arrested
at
the devil.
A nearby bar.
I know a guy named Polish Kanolish. Evil attacked me. They probably said, oh, this woman's obviously delusional and
she's having one of
Satan
those
worshiper.
Crazy spells or something.
No, you don't understand. I'm dating Evel Knievel.
I didn't expect evil to act like this.
I didn't expect Evil to be so angry and mean. You're dating a guy named Evil.
I have no clue. What did you expect to happen when he closed that door?
Yeah, right. Hi, my name is Evil.
And I'll write you poetry.
Yeah. Evil.
Oh, I feel
Ronald
so safe.
McDonald.
Yeah, would you prefer I call myself Ronald McDonald? Would that make you feel safer? Evil. I'm evil. Mr. Manson, did you do it? No, my name is Charles. Oh, okay.
So that's what's happening, Howard.
Thank you, Robin. Very nice newscast. And congratulations on your exclusive with President Clinton.
I didn't have an exclusive with President Clinton.
I didn't hear it anywhere else. Okay, very good. I'm going to change my name to Wife Beater McFeeder. What do you think of that, guys?
Wife beater.
Wife Beater, did you hit her? No.
Why am I a suspect?
Yeah, I don't understand. Wife Beater McFeeder is your name. Jackie New Rave Joke Page Marlene, congratulations to you as well.
Thank you both.
On your new CD and cassette. $10 plus free shipping and handling. Who was that?
Oh, that's funny.
$10, free shipping and handling. Indian Summer Special. Buy two, get one free. Call 1-800-323-KING. Friday night, October 21st, Jackie at My Father's Place in Bayside, Queens, the legendary My Father's Place. For raunchy jokes and info, call 516-922-WINE. Remember, 922-WINE is not a pay service.
Thank you, both.
Don't miss Fafa Fohai this Saturday at the Bell Atlantic Cellular Warehouse on Route 4 East in Paramus, New Jersey from 1 to 3 p.m. And spend an evening with Baba Buhai at the Learning Annex. I thought you were going to remind me this morning.
I didn't have a chance because you were yelling at me, but I have it written down for tomorrow.
Spend an evening while I'm yelling at you. You could have told me that.
No, he had to come in here and tell you about Dallas and Fabio.
Right. Spend an evening with Baba Buhai at the Learning.
With me, I need to tell you something.
At the Learning Annex on October 20th, as he hosts a guest lecture on behind the scenes of the Howard Stern Show.
Is that lecture going to be all about me?
Who knows? He won't tell us what's in it.
Separate lecture.
To register, call 212-570-6500.
Have a picture of her with some darts.
Stuttering John's band will be appearing at L'Amour in Brooklyn next Friday night, October 21. And to get on Stuttering John's mailing list, call 201-942-OUCH.
You know, are you seriously have to be kidding me.
Steve Gorilla will be hosting the 1994 Miss Cycle Queen Beauty Pageant this Sunday, October 16th at Canoe Place Inn at Montauk Highway and Shinnecock Canal. Good luck finding it.
Shinnecock!
If you're planning a wedding or Christmas party, and you need a mobile DJ, now's the time to call Scott the Engineer's Rocket Entertainment at 718-5040 or 718-BAG-5040.
718-5040.
And you know what Scott always says?
Music the way you like it.
All right, yes.
And we also want to talk about a very dear friend of ours who's had an accident. There's a big benefit for her tomorrow morning. You know Vanessa Warner, who was in our New Year's Eve special?
The Miss Howard Stern New Year's Eve special?
Right, remember she was
Chocolate Sunday,
Miss Chocolate Sunday.
Beautiful woman.
Well, if you remember when she did the, she also does a fire act.
That's right.
I love that act.
And apparently there was a little mishap, and she burned some of her body. And she needs to raise some money. So tomorrow morning at a club called Irv's BYOB, which is in Allentown, Pennsylvania, they're doing a special brunch for her.
Will there be nudity?
Yes, Melissa Wolf, who's a very good friend of hers, a stripper from Atlanta, adult entertainer from Atlanta.
Yes.
Is going to be there, and it's $8, and the money's going to Vanessa, who needs like $50,000 for medical bills.
Didn't Vanessa once burn her house down, or didn't her house burn down? Or something?
No, that was Miss Howard Stern.
Oh, I see.
You're getting confused.
All right.
Everyone in the pageant involved with fire.
Right. Tragedy surrounding the pageant. Well, I hope she's okay. She's the one who got contacted by UFOs, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, she's a knockout.
Couldn't they have come and helped put her out or something?
Who, the UFOs?
Yeah.
No. You know.
I'm sorry.
All right. Anyway, so we hope that she does okay.
Go to the benefit.
There's no real UFOs, Robin. All right.
I thought they were.
Newswoman out.
Yes. Credibility right out the window. She's the voice of reason. All right, very good.
Whatever do you mean?
If I ever read another column that says Robin is the voice of reason on this show, I'm going to puke.
They are UFOs.
All right, Robin, I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay.
And,
Oh, UFO.
all right, and we'll see you tomorrow.
KDGL, Fort Worth, Dallas. Howard Stern, morning. You're rock. All day. 97.1 VE.